Hi, guys. So this week's episode is a little different in that I have a little blemish. I had some pre-cancer on my face, and they put me on topical chemo, and it's really burned my face. So I'm not wearing makeup today. I'm just going to put my glasses on and continue on with Art and Ashton, talking about scammers, online scammers. So I figured to just kind of get ahead of anybody show up in the comments what's wrong with their face. I'm taking care of my health. I went to the dermatologist in my yearly visit, and I'm taking care of my health. So hope you enjoy this episode. And if you're in LA next week or this week or in a couple days, Saturday, May 9th, is the Two Bears 5K at the Rose Bowl as part of Netflix's A Joke Comedy Festival. You can go to twobears5k.com to register. It's a fun day. We run or walk a 5K, and there's tons of activations. Everyone gets a garage beer. Porosos is there. It's going to be really fun. There's going to be a live Two Bears podcast on stage, so come join us. That's, again, May 9th, twobears5k.com. I hope you enjoy this episode with Art and Ashton about scammers. Tell me who you are and what you do so everyone knows what, our jumping off place.
Well, my name is Ashton.
My name is Art.
And we have our company called Trilogy Media. We're co-founders, which began as a production company and kind of morphed into this mission to confront and hold accountable. Can I swear on that? I probably can't swear on that.
Yeah, swear.
Shitty people.
Yeah.
And mostly scammers. It started with scammers and scam baiting. This all actually began as the exact same way. I got a call saying I had a warrant out for my arrest. It was the IRS, which, I'd already looked into the scam and was pretty familiar with it and how it worked. But it was because I decided to waste their time on the phone and kind of just have a little bit of fun with it.
I did the same thing.
Yeah. But I got way more than I bargained for because I had him on the phone for almost an hour. And he got so mad that I wasted his time that he went on this crazy terrorist rant, like, oh, we're going to come and, he took credit for 9/11 and he's like, I'm going to come to California and get you, which I didn't know how he knew I was in California because my number was Nevada.
What?
So it freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah.
And the video went insanely viral. And this was a decade ago now. And
I think it was like combined all platforms, 250 million views, like quarter of a billion views.
Crazy viral.
And that was 2016 as a reminder when nobody don't even know what does it mean? What do you mean there is a warrant? What do you mean you're going to get arrested by not paying your taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And him and I already worked together.
Yeah.
So we had already wanted to make content and entertain people. That's why we moved here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we found a way to just try to not replicate the same thing, but inject our personality into doing that long term. And it kind of worked. And now we're busting international fraud rings and working with Homeland Security and FBI and actually having some change. We're having DOJ indictments, and we're now become a face in a way of this of fighting scams, exposing them, educating people on fraud and how the psychological manipulation is, trying to remind people that first instinct of thinking, well, why the hell would you do that? It's actually a kind of a dangerous mentality because that's why people don't talk about it because they're shamed and
they're embarrassed.
They're embarrassed. They're shamed, and then they don't tell anyone that it happened, and therefore no one can learn how it actually works. So we make videos, we expose not just the shitty people behind it, but the whole process. Look at the social manipulation and the psychology behind where it starts is just some random robocall to this whole thing that will destroy your life if they catch you at the wrong moment.
What's crazy is that everything that started as a robocall and we open our production company in the living room, in 2 weeks from now, we're going to be speaking in front of Congress in Capitol Hill and changing American laws, legislation.
Two freaking goofballs.
Yes.
What are we doing?
What happened to us?
I don't know.
That's amazing.
We started when scam baiting was new.
3 people.
And most of the people that did it on YouTube were either only used their voice, or they didn't show their whole face, or we were, I think, one of the first, if not the first, to do it full out there. Here, this is who we are. This is our real names. We wanted to entertain people and make it a personality-driven type of, not a gimmick about just scam baiting, but then it turned into this
impractical jokers that you mix with the justice. Yeah. We will do a lot of things that is a lot of comedy, but also when you start talking to scammers and they're like, hey, just want to let you know, I either got trafficked or blackmailed and I'm doing this because I forced to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, can we talk to you? Can you FaceTime us? Can we do something about it? And it just became that you're learning from every single angle, from the victim side, when we go and talk to the victims, to us flying to India, where tech support fake call centers are locating.
You had it right the first time.
Thank you. Indian mafia putting bounty on our head, going from hotel to hotel, looking for us because we shut down 3 call centers. Because when you do something for so many decades and government on the payroll, mayor, police taking bribes from these call centers, from the phone calls that you're receiving every day, and here freaking Americans coming to their land, neighborhood, and we're shutting down these, right? So they're like, all right, it's time to kill them.
Oh my God,
so
how
it's
scary.
Been a lot of
we
things.
had to Argo our ass out of it.
Yeah, literally Argo movie in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
How
much time do you have?
Was it fun?
How much time do you have?
I have as long as you'll talk to me. I'll be here until midnight.
We'll
It's fine with me. That's crazy.
So I was excited with the opportunity to do this too, because anytime we can reach like a different audience, like I know we're our style is not for everybody. You know, we're a little bit vulgar and we just are ourselves. That's all we can be. That's all we can.
Unprofessionally professional.
That's one way to put it.
There you go.
But anytime we can reach a new audience on a new platform or a demographic, especially those that might be more vulnerable to this stuff, which tends to be, not always, but tends to be retirees and people that are a little bit older and maybe not quite as tech savvy, are, you know, if you think you're too smart to get scammed, it's a dangerous way to live.
It's absolutely not true because it comes in all forms too. I got an email 2 days ago. We just bought a piece of property, and I got an email from another escrow company out of Atlanta that talked about closing on a property. And I was like, I don't think this is the same as my property, but I'm not sure. And I forwarded it to our business manager and went, is this involved? Because I don't want to click the link.
Yeah.
And he got back and said, it's definitely not involved. Mm-hmm. But all of it, I mean,
but the coincidence
legit
that you had just bought a property, that's one thing. Like, because they play the number. So even if they send out 1 billion of these fake PayPal text messages or IRS, you're being arrested text messages or whatever, like even if 1% of people even engage with it, it's still a huge pool of people that could fall for this. So they play the numbers, they put them out there, they wait for you, they wait to catch you at the wrong moment. They wait for somebody that might be extra susceptible at whatever phase of life they're in. If it's a romance scam, you know, a lot of times we see people that were recently divorced.
You were telling me too many things. I have like 18 questions. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Which is good. We just got back last year from Nigeria. Romance place where all your prince and everybody who's gonna offer you a lot of love.
Wait, what are you talking about? There's a romance scam? What is that?
Have you heard Nigerian
like catfishing?
prince?
Like you know, they
when you're dating a Brad Pitt who loves you and telling you I love you so much and you FaceTime deep fake? No. Oh, we have.
No, I've been married for a long time, so I haven't been in that. I don't know what you're talking about.
We've seen the wildest situations, including up to and including
marriage. Are you talking about someone is like online dating and they think they're dating?
Dating Brad Pitt, but they're talking to
number one is Elon Musk.
But they're talking to a Nigerian man, or they think they're talking to some sexy girl.
Do people really think they're dating Elon Musk?
Yes.
They not only think they're dating, they sell their houses. They sell their properties. They're becoming homeless.
We have a lady. I shit you not. Her name is Jody. I don't condone her. I don't like her. She's a racist piece of shit. But we covered her case because we didn't know any of that in the beginning.
Okay.
She thought she was dating this retired military, sexy guy.
Somebody from Washington, D.C. that you Captain America, right?
And she told us to our face.
Blonde, blue eyes, you captain, you general, like this guy.
She had sent, it's a scammer, spoiler alert. She had sent her social security check to this man every month for 8 years.
Why?
And she told us to our face.
For 8 years?
She told us to our face.
How old is Jody?
60s? 50s?
Early 60s? Yeah.
She told us to our face, I don't believe in interracial dating. And we had to reveal to her that she's dating a black man. And it didn't go well for her.
She go to church every Sunday and she said, there is an African guy in my church. I don't want to even look at him because he is black.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, Jody, you know the irony is you're dating one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That was a rough story. And especially when you don't like the person you're helping. We weren't really doing it to help her. We're trying to focus on the mission. But the point is, we've seen the craziest situations where people, they're married, they're not married, they're a widower, they're divorced, they're whatever. They think that they're talking to these people, and they're so, especially even with Jody, that was like the second time that our collaborators had intervened with her because they already did an investigation and proved to her she's talking to a Nigerian man, and she didn't want to believe it. They just refused. They're so hardwired into this addiction of needing someone to talk to. In fact, I think romance scams are probably the most vicious ones because they not only go after your money, but they literally go after your heart, your emotion, your whole reason for being.
It's a leech that attached to you.
It's the hardest one to intervene in.
But also, you see, again, you're a widow, right? You just lost your partner. You live all your life with the same person. And now all of a sudden you became available. You're trying to look for love, somebody that you trust, somebody that you can go for a walk or whatever. And that coincidence that somebody sent you a message right after that something happened in your family. What are the chances?
Yeah, and that's evil.
And that person will call you every single morning. Baby, good morning, babychka. What did you eat?
And for the long game.
We've been in Africa. I've been to 4 different countries in Africa. I love African people. They're charming. They're gonna give you the short from your back, right? Whatever the phrase is.
Yes.
They're gonna give you everything. But some bad people gonna take that hospitality, the charm, to charm you so you can sell your house and you can send millions of dollars.
Wow. So you think that's the worst scam?
I think it's the most vicious scam. It's not necessarily the most profitable one, I don't think. But
what's the most profitable one?
Oh,
tech investment scams,
crypto.
Yeah.
Really?
Anything with crypto investments, those are huge.
Especially when
pig butchering is another word for it. Which is
pig butchering?
Yeah.
Have you heard about this?
It's kind of pig butchering scams are kind of a hybrid between romance scams and investment scams. So they loop you in by, you'll get a text from some random, girl saying, oh, look at me. Here's a selfie. Oops, wrong number, but how's your day? And then they just innocently start a conversation with you, eventually turn it into a flirtatious relationship, eventually convincing you to invest in some bullshit. And then they hijack your whole life. But pig butchering, like you're getting lined up to be slaughtered.
Yeah, so, they said you have a pig,
You're moving too fast.
Sorry.
First of all,
much information.
No. I want to hear about the pig butchering, but I've gotten a text from someone like that and they say, oops, wrong number, but how's your day?
Hi, is this Marcy?
Yes.
Are we still going to yoga tomorrow?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, I'm not going to continue to talk to you because it's the wrong number. I don't need a friend.
It's a scam. They tried,
But I didn't know that was the start of a scam.
That's exactly how it works. And again, a lot of, male or female, if, you're just looking for someone and all of a sudden there is hot Russian girl.
They catch you with the wrong moment.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, did I send you nudes? Oh, my apologies. It's just happened that I'm right now shirtless and breastless and just, whatever.
Breastless.
Breastless.
I mean,
that would be
that's
a picture.
A wrong phrase.
Yeah,
Wish I was breastless.
And it starts like, oh, wow, what are you doing? And it's just Asian mafia. There is a lot of things that are happening with mafia. Nothing is when you think it's an accident. It's a lot of human trafficking. It was actually huge last year or year prior in Dubai. 5,000 people got arrested from pig butchering scam, thanks to scam baiting community and Jim Browning. It was hundreds of women sitting in a call center, trafficked, forced to do this labor, talk to Americans or whatever, to lure them in as we like each other, let's start dating. And then the closure, the person who's gonna close you, hey baby, I'm making so much money. They're gonna send you a website and you can see like a stock market, Bitcoin, 130,000 per coin. Baby, look how much money I made. I'm traveling the world. I have a private plane. And you see everything. You see statistic. You see everything like literally stock market. It's alive. And you're gonna start. You put 5,000, and they're gonna make you think that you just made 100K. You like, oh my God, why baby sell the business? You don't need the business anymore. And people do it.
And is that pig butchering?
That's more of a term used to describe when they're looping you in with like through a romance. But crypto scams and investment scams in general are just super rampant. And, they can be, and the other thing too is a lot of this stuff is these scammers are actually buying ads. So you'll get ads on Facebook, or like you can't Google phone numbers anymore. You can't say, what is the Amazon customer support number? because the scammers are purchasing those first 3 results on Google, are sponsored.
Are you kidding?
So they will purchase those ads.
I just Googled a customer service number yesterday.
Go to their website instead. Don't Google it. You can't necessarily trust what comes up because the first 3 results are paid for. So if it's someone impersonating Amazon,
clueless.
You have to be so careful right now. And
so I can't Google what's the Spectrum customer service number?
I wouldn't recommend you do that.
What?
Yeah, I would go to spectrum.net or whatever it is and reach out there. Or log into
website.
your account and contact them that way.
Flip the card. If you have your debit card, credit card, flip it.
Call the number on the back.
See the number in the back.
Really?
Call it. Don't go, what is Bank of America customer support hotline? And it's going to go straight to scammer's pocket and they're like, yes, hello. My name is Michael Bronson. How can I help you?
Because they can call you as your bank. They can spoof the bank number. So even if you receive a call, even if it's the right number, it could be a scammer. You have to hang up and call it back. So they can spoof phone numbers, but to make it look like your mom is calling you or Spectrum is calling you or whatever it is.
And now with AI, you're going to see your mom. She's going to sound like your mom. And you're thinking that you're talking to your mom. And she said, hey, baby, I just got in a car accident. I need money. Can you wire me?
I've heard about this one. Yeah, this just happened to someone. I was just talking to someone about this, where it was their daughter. It was someone's daughter who's in college. And they got a call and it sounded just like her daughter. And she believed it. And she paid them some money. I don't think it was a lot of money, but it was, and then her daughter called later, or she called to check in with her daughter, and she was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's why we always say, you cannot beat AI, especially nowadays, right? We always say, make a password. Hey, mom, hey, daughter, if it's really
a
family password. Which school did you go to? What is the name of our pet, our dog, our cat, our parrot? Poo, 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 poo.
Yeah.
They understood that they got them.
Okay, so that's really good to know. Yep. So make a password with your family members.
That's verbal. It's not like written down or anything,
Yeah.
That only or even just a couple of go-to questions, like you said, that only they would know.
We have a family password, but then Bert wrote a joke about it.
And now everybody knows, right?
Yes, everyone knows our family password. So we need a new password, I think.
We did a social experiment. We will go to Santa Monica, Venice, Promenade, and we ask people can I guess your password, or what is your password? 90 out of 100 people will say my password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What? Our password was motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's a great password.
That's great.
With an exclamation point and a special character in there, you're solid.
The more you add different symbols, that's the
you're talking about your login password. Yeah. Our verbal password for our kids, if someone's picking you up from school.
That wouldn't work because I say it all the time. So
was motherfucker.
I like it.
Here we go.
Oh, I see. People's typed in password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Or some simple variation.
Yeah, very simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
You will be surprised.
That's crazy.
Or people using the same passwords amongst multiple accounts. It's also not good.
How do you remember all your passwords?
You're not going to, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, a reminder that whatever you're going through, you don't have to go through it alone. So currently, I have this pre-cancer on my face, and I'm going through chemo, and it's really painful, and I'm not sleeping, and it's made me think about my health, and it's something I definitely spoke to my therapist about last week. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and our 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recs. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 6 million people globally. And it works with an average of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. You don't have to be on this journey alone. Find support and have someone with you in therapy. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/wife. That's betterhelp.com/wife. I have something called LastPass.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Well, LastPass got in some deep shit.
They did?
A couple years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got. I don't want to misquote the article. Look it up. But yeah, they got fully hacked, completely.
So it's not.
I haven't reached out to them for comment, but I wouldn't use it.
Yeah.
It's not ironclad.
No.
Yeah.
We live in society nowadays, this era, we do everything online.
Mm-hmm.
We book tickets, job application, we seeking for love. Everything is online.
Yeah.
And that's why when you get Amazon email, hey, you overshopped. Did you buy iPhone 17?
overshopped.
Overshopped. Did you make this purchase?
Yeah.
$3,000, $1,000, and especially during holidays. Oh my God. They just bombarding you. Venmo, PayPal, did you send money? Did you receive money? And you're like, I just been paying for my smoothie.
Yeah.
How did you know I did send PayPal? I do use PayPal or Venmo. No, that was not me. But every single time when you get that email and there is a number, that number attached all the way to Indian call center with Indian mafia, and they professionally train how to talk to you, how to close you, how to make sure that you trust them. They call you my grandmother. Oh my God, you sound exactly like my grandmother.
They'll convince you to give them remote access to your computer, and that's when your whole life is fucked up.
Yep.
So then how do you know when it's okay to get, like, if I call the Apple support center and they always say, do you want us to call you back when you're ready so you don't have to wait on the queue? Do you say, no, I'm going to wait on the queue?
It's safer to do that, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
And don't have them call you back?
Yeah, I mean, the chances, again, it's a coincidence thing, you know? You gotta log into your account or go to their official website and interact with them that way, you know, or find some other way that's not Googled and that wasn't, like, we live in a time now, Sebastian Maniscalco has a great bit on this about back in the day, people would ring your doorbell.
Right.
It was a happy occasion.
Yeah.
You know, it was, hey, we got company. Now you have to treat everything like it is now with getting your knock. No one wants anyone to knock on their door anymore. You have to treat every solicitation that comes at you that way. Anyone that's contacting you first, whether it's a phone call, an email, a text, anything.
Unless you request it.
Take a minute and assume that it's bullshit and do your research. Take a pause. Ask questions. There's never a circumstance where someone's going to reach out to you and need something urgently that you need to act on. If it's legit, if it's really the IRS, they'll send you a letter and you got a lot of time to figure it out. They're not going to call you.
Never call you.
They're not going to call you and tell you you're going to be arrested today. Yeah. That's never going to happen. So anyone that's reaching out to you first, it's not something you requested. If someone's reaching out to you, you have to treat it with the same amount of skepticism. Who is calling me? What do you want? Ask questions before you give any information. And it's okay to hang up and talk to your family. You should. If you're not sure, don't ever be pressured. Don't ever be rushed into anything because it's just the scams evolve, but the methods are the same.
And scammers gonna do whatever it takes to brainwash you and gonna say, "Do not tell to your family."
Oh, yeah.
Russian hackers. Oh my God, these Russian hackers. Oh my God,
you have hackers in your network. You're gonna lose all your money.
Hackers. 6 of them. One from Ohio, one from Miami, one from this. And they just like, you need to take your money and we're going to send you an agent to move your money securely to Federal Reserve Bank.
What?
And they send people to your house.
And then you have Asian mafia, Chinese mafia to be specific, cash mule, showing up at your door of your parents.
What?
Taking $200,000 in a duct tape in a box from...
that happens?
All the time. That's who we go after.
This is what
when we do
after.
sting houses with law enforcement, we're arresting those people, or they're arresting those people. We're baiting them, they're arresting them.
Yeah.
How do you bait them? I mean, maybe you can't tell me that. But
no, we can.
We play the part of a victim. So I pretend to be an old man. So, hello, yeah, I need some help here. You know, I can do an old man, and we have a realistic looking mask, and they're scrutinizing scam baiters more than ever right now because of this stuff. But yeah,
because of what you did.
Yeah. We play the part of the victim and we let them do their thing and we social engineer them to go to an in-person pickup and then they think they're coming to my house to pick up cash and then they get arrested. And we then not only put a deterrent on that area because then it's really hard to get more scammers to come. So they all talk to each other. But then also we show people from beginning to end. This is how the scam works. This is who's behind it. This is what's going on. This is what you should look out for. And then we have some fun with it too because when we're baiting them, it's ridiculous. The things that we say to them are ridiculous.
People don't understand and they don't realize that. That's why public awareness, it's the key to the success. Scammers are international. It all depends on a scam, right? If we're talking about tech support, Microsoft, viruses on your computer, all the tech savvy, that's India. Somebody who rely on you, I love you, baby, so much. We're going to Africa. And there is a PCH, lottery scam, right? You won $15 million in pink Mercedes. But you need to pay your taxes up front. You need pay 70 grand or 100 grand. That's Jamaica. So scammers are internationally, but someone have to take that money from your parents or from you.
Right.
That's how Asian mafia and Indian mafia get in bed together And they said, all right, we're going to give you cut from every single box, from every single victim, right? Their whole job is they give them rent them cars. They're going to get them hotels. They're going to give them Airbnb, flights. They go through all 50 states, and their job is to go every single house. So scammers, they scamming them. And then they come to you and they're going to say, yeah, I'm FTC agent. I'm FBI agent. You have Russian hackers. Give me that box. And you move like all your life. You've been working so hard to save your money for your kids, for whatever. You put that in your box because you think you're securing money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And person vanished. And this is all his job. It's collecting money. And we, Trilogy Media, sitting in the bushes with the cameras,
and a mask.
With a mask, observing. We were used to sitting in the bushes. Now that we work with law enforcement, FBI, and federal agents, they will give us a house. They will give us like local sheriff, going to give like local PD, law enforcement. And we have police in the house. And these scammers come on the door, knock, knock. Ashton, the grumpy fuck. Sorry. He will come, barely can walk.
No
That's
acting
his personality. There is no acting. This is him. and what's the password? And prosecutor can be sitting because prosecutor need acknowledgement.
Yes.
We put fake money, like
because you're prosecuting someone from a bait, which is very possible. And when law enforcement says you have to have a victim, that's horseshit. But still, there's certain parameters that need to be proven that they are here to rob you and they're not, being duped themselves, which in certain scams happens as well. But that's kind of a whole other layer of it. But it can get complicated.
First of all, where can people watch your videos?
Trilogy Media on YouTube. You'll find we've had the channel about 10 years now.
Are you on Instagram too?
Yeah, we got all the socials, but we do mostly
Media.
long form stuff. That's when we post on Instagram and stuff, it's kind of like derivative, cut shorter for the platform. But we love longer videos. Our videos are long because we tell the whole story. We just like to show what happened from beginning to end, not just end result. Here's a scammer. Like here's what we did from the beginning to actually find this guy and all the hurdles we faced going into it. So YouTube, Trilogy Media.
Or if you want to watch on Fox Nation, we sold our documentary last year on national television.
Scammed Getting Even on Fox Nation.
Even. Yeah.
And we have a platform called Trilogy Plus, which is like our own streaming platform because YouTube is abhorrent with policy enforcement.
Faces, you cannot show.
So it's uncensored and it's like more, the way it should be on our platform. Just don't have to play the games of YouTube and shit. But
yes. Well, wait a minute. Okay. So
I know. We like literally. She was like, "Can I breathe for a second, guys? You're just bombarding me."
I am so innocent.
We see that.
I am so. You have tainted me. So
Sorry.
no, I'm just kidding.
That's good.
I am really innocent of this because I just, and I'm a little heartbroken, but that there are so many different ways to be scammed. Yeah. Like you see the PayPal and you buy, what is it? Geek
Squad.
Geek Squad.
Yeah.
Geek Squad. I get those all the time. I'm like, I haven't used Geek Squad since like 2000. So I know that that's a scam.
Same script, just they changed
the shell, but it's the same.
It's
type
exactly
of
the same.
So if you had to give quick bullet points to someone listening about what not to do, what would they be?
Well, for me, the first and foremost is what I said about just having a skepticism about everything. Unfortunately, that's just the reality of where we live.
So be skeptical.
Anytime someone is reaching out to you for anything that you didn't ask for, ask questions and pause and don't ever be rushed.
Okay.
Don't ever be rushed. Don't ever be pressured. Don't let anyone try to scare you or whatever it is. If it's a fake company or a fake government or whatever it is, there's no reason to ever have to listen to somebody just because they called you. You don't have to stop answering the phone. Like to older people especially, you don't need to answer every phone call. Like stop answering the phone. Like first and foremost, don't ever let anyone connect to your computer remotely. Yes. Ever. Don't ever do that.
So be skeptical. Mm-hmm. Don't allow remote access to your computer.
Mm-hmm.
Don't click any single link that you receive via text message or emails, or Costco giving you 35%, or there is a refund, click it. There is a QR code, scan it. Do not click on any links that coming into you, right?
It's cliche.
Incoming.
It's cliche, but if it's too good to be true, it is. Scammers will play on your fears or your dreams. And a really good scam will play on both a little bit. So if they're promising you a lot of money or they're threatening you with some kind of danger, massive red flag. It's not going to happen.
Do not ever call the number that listed in email, in that email that you receive, invoice, right? From Geek Squad, from PayPal, from Venmo. There is always from Amazon crime, I call that. There is a number. Do not call that number. It's a trap. If you want to reach out because you have Amazon Prime, because you have Geek Squad, call the official number that's listed on official website. Go to official website and reach out and talk to people. You call them. Don't go to your email, to your invoice, and you click it and you call it, and then you're screwed.
And for the love of God, anytime someone tells you to keep something a secret, it's not. You can tell your family, tell a loved one, ask questions. You're never going to be hurt for pausing and asking questions. That's never going to hurt you. If they're telling you it's going to hurt you, then they have nefarious intentions.
Don't rush. They want you to rush. They want you like, it's happening. And you, of course, especially the elderly people, especially as an old generation that believe in handshake, right? You open a business, you don't write there is no lawyers. It's like, brother, let's do it. Let's do it right. My trust, your trust, let's do it. People still believe in this, right? People still doing this way. And that's why it's like, don't trust anybody. Don't rush. If somebody gonna say, I'm gonna arrest you, I'm gonna talk to people around. If you don't have relatives, if you don't have people around, go to your neighbor. Talk to somebody because they rely. If you're alone, if you're widow, there is nobody, just talk to somebody. Just don't make decisions by yourself.
Wow. Those are all very great, easy to grasp little bullet points of advice for people. If you just hit those bullet points.
And if you were scammed, don't be afraid to tell somebody. File reports, make a paper trail, and know that you will be retargeted 100% in different ways.
Really?
They'll call you again and say, oh, I heard you were scammed. I can help you get the money back. Here's what you need to do. And then they'll do it again. Yeah, because your info gets spread on their databases. So your phone number, and then you're logged in their spreadsheets as someone who pays. So they'll be like, oh, she'll pay. She got scammed before. We have proof. So we're going to go after her this way now, or this way now. You'll be
recovery scam.
You'll be.
It's called a recovery scam.
That's one version of it, yeah. But you'll be retargeted millions and millions of times.
Are you kidding?
You either have to change your number or just don't answer anyone that you don't know.
You must change your number because when they know that they already took money from you, you next one. They take your information. They're gonna
they sell it to other scammers.
They sell it to other who gonna tell, hey, have you been scammed before?
Leads.
Yes, I was. What kind of scam? PayPal, right? Yeah, PayPal. How did you know? We can help you to get your money back. And then gonna do it again.
That's terrible. So evil.
Yeah. It's evil.
So I also had no idea that people were trafficked into doing these types of scams.
Yeah.
So that's awful also. How heartbreaking.
I think we were one of the first as well when we were first starting to really explore that like the humanity of it, because like I'll never apologize or for a scammer or excuse what he's doing. But there are the rare cases which we encountered very early on in our channel where you see how these low-level freshers, as they call them in the call centers, are
freshers.
Yeah, they're the bottom first guy to call you on the phone. You know, most of them are pieces of shit. But every now and then you get the story of someone who's like, you know, I really am forced to be I'm like. Perfect example is Bante. He has his own travel show on our platform now. He's a friend of ours. We helped him get out of this horrible. But his situation was that he was hired very young. He had a family. He needed to provide for his kids. They didn't tell him it was a scam. He just thought he was taking a call center job. And then once he's in there and he's reading their scripts, and he got arrested. And then the boss paid off the police to get him out. But he said to Bante, he's like, you have to keep working for me or I'm going to have them put you back.
Because he paid to get him out.
Yeah. So he's being slave labored into doing this. And you just have nowhere to run. You can't do anything. Everything's corrupt over there. I mean, everything's corrupt here too, but it's way worse over
there. Different type.
They pretend to hide it. There they don't. It's bribery and paying people off. It's like,
we help maybe over a dozen scammers to quit their job. We call our fan base from Trilogy Media, we call them Squad. This is the whole reason why we're still kicking and we're doing this, and they believe in us when we were nobody. We're still nobody. And somehow we have to be professional in Congress.
We're grateful every step of the way, and we're grateful to be here.
Yes. And I don't think you're nobody. I think you sound pretty important.
No. We're here because of the team and the people around us.
And our fans, we will start GoFundMe to help a business, to open legit business for those kids who became scammers. One, we got, they have no transportation. We bought him a cab. a taxi cab. Another one, he was like, guys, what you have in America when you go to CVS and you can do pictures for your passport, like all this stuff. He was like, we have to travel for 5-10 hours to take a picture for passport, ID, or driver license. I want to open this shop in my own village. So we help him to get, printers, to get everything.
And he documents it so we can show people
of course,
that
right?
This is happening.
And did we get betrayed by those people? Yes, we did. And that's why only out of those 10 that we help open legit businesses for them, they always fucking go back. They do exactly shit.
Not always.
Not always, but the majority.
It's a rare exception.
It's just
Bante was a rare exception.
Yeah, that's why we have only 1 or 2 out of those dozens that we help that actually...
They go back to scamming?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they just,
and they will call us and they'll say, hey, Trilogy, if you're not going to pay us money...
One guy did that.
To help us. One guy, yes. I'm going to go back to scamming people. Yeah. So
he was scamming you to keep him from scamming?
Yeah.
Wow.
By playing the sympathy card, playing on our heartstrings, which, it's always
don't do that. It's
a weakness
bad.
of mine.
He was like, hey, I have to provide for my family, so I have no options.
Yeah.
So I'm.
Now, do you think that really is the root of it? Is that people have very few other options to have gainful employment, like legitimate employment?
That's always their go-to excuse.
Mm.
Would
do you think
not?
That's the real? Is that really real?
Being like, I came from Soviet Union republics. I know how the propaganda worked when they said America is bad. This West, everything bad comes from West. Like America is an evil, right? We went to India. And Russia and India, they've been friends for freaking generations. They always support each other, same mentality.
Mm-hmm.
They have pride to fuck American people. They do it. They're like, oh my God, when we do live streams, right? And we talk to them and they recognize us or we like push the buttons. They're like, yeah, you Americans are stupid. It's so easy to scam you. You know how much money we're taking from you guys? Like, I'm driving this car, I'm doing this. So I think it's a mix of lack of opportunities. And that's what you grew up, that you've been raised on America is a bad.
Well, you have a unique perspective that you always bring to it because you grew up poor.
Yeah.
Right. So when a scammer that tells you, well, I'm poor and have no opportunity, so that's why I'm doing this, like that doesn't fly with you.
Well, that's why it's my trigger. I was like, no, it's not. Get another job. Nobody. We
went to India and there are plenty of real jobs people do. 99% of the people we interacted with there were gracious and wonderful and hospitable.
Tapri, what is it called?
Tapri's, hospitality. I mean, everyone was amazing.
No, they think that when you sell...
That's a Tapri, yeah. We got Monu, Monu fucked us over too. But yeah, we bought him we got him one of those carts.
Street food
the street vendor
is legendary in India.
Yeah.
I mean, you can die from it if you, especially for us.
Let's go get some of that.
We were popping Imodiums like they were Skittles when we were there.
My God.
That was a disaster.
But... when you see we business owners, I'm immigrant. I came to this beautiful country of America, right? God bless this country. I'm an American citizen. I'm gonna something happen. You're going down. This is my country. I protect this. This is my baby.
Yeah.
And that's why when I meet cash mules and they don't speak English or they will talk shit about America, I was like, dude, if you don't like it, just go. Like if you immigrant, you want to do something good. Don't be
come
like,
here and steal from our elders or
exactly.
from our grandparents. Like, come on.
Absolutely, yeah.
And when I see that locals with zero opportunities having all these pushing carts that you can sell potatoes, fruits, vegetables, or Pepsi Cola, whatever. And we have this kid, he has 18 brothers and sisters. And he was like, guys, I'm a scammer. All I need, please, if you can help me to start business. And we bought him this Tapri, the thing that you can go around and was like, hey, I have potatoes cheaper than this guy. And didn't work that way, He worked for a little bit, got in fight, and something happened, and he's back to.
It's a great video, though. He screwed us over once, and then when we went to India, and it didn't tell him, and we surprised him in a hotel room to confront him about it, and he shit his pants. I've never seen the soul leave a face more than that moment.
What are the chances that Trilogy Media Art and Ashton are going to be hiding in Kolkata, in a hotel, in a bathroom?
Oh my God!
One of our local insiders, friends, it's just, hey, I want to come talk to you. I have an opportunity. And
you work with Trilogy, right? They help you. Oh yeah, come. I have opportunities for you.
Yeah, and then we were there.
You show up in the room. I was like, what's happening with the money? Because we put our fucking name on it. Mm-hmm. Our squad help you to open a business.
Yeah.
What did you fucking do with the business?
Yeah. What did he do with it?
Years.
Yeah.
Lost it. He's 20. There is no brain. There is nothing. We set him up for success. Stop scamming. Sell your vegetables. Do the stuff that everybody's doing it.
Yeah. And he just lost it.
Yeah.
That's
betrayed.
hard,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? I mean, I was pretty dumb when I was 22.
I mean, we all were.
Well, listen,
I would have. I was going to say I would have probably lost it too. The
but you weren't-
as I was called.
But you know what I
Tougher,
always
yeah.
say? If I was 20 and this American guy came to me and said, "Hey, Art, I want to improve your life. I want to fucking open a business for you.
Mm-hmm.
I will be praying for you. I will be grateful for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That you choose me, you give me that opportunity to
Yeah.
do better in my life."
Well, that's
Right.
you, and that's why you're here.
And when you go with the same mentality,
Yeah.
and you're trying to teach this guy that, listen, like you have a family, like you know how many people we can help, but we're helping you.
Mm-hmm.
Just do something about it.
Yeah. Be
You can-
integrous to that.
You can lead a horse to water, but
You
I
can't make it
was trying to
drink.
say
And
this
that-
phrase, but
Yeah.
I don't know how it sounds.
I found the ending there
You
for
found
you.
the ending.
You know, when you start a business, you have a lot of what ifs. Like, what if it doesn't work? What if no one buys anything? What if I can't build a website? What if I don't know what I'm doing? What if I run out of money? Well, Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. From household names like Skims, Chubbies, Gymshark to brands just getting started. We use Shopify every day here at Birdie Boy Productions. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store that matches your brand style. What if people haven't heard about my brand? Well, Shopify helps you find your customers with easy-to-run email and social media campaigns. And what if I get stuck? Shopify is always around to share advice with their award-winning 24/7 customer support. It's time to turn those what-ifs into cha-ching with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/wife. Go to shopify.com/wife. That's shopify.com/wife. Cha-ching. How do you keep yourself positive? 'Cause
That's a
you're
good
both
question.
really positive guys.
Well,
Well, this is our passion. You know, it's like
we have shit days. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. I
yeah.
mean, when we vented, it's actually one of the big influences he had on my life, and like in just our kind of beginnings together. And you know,
well, what were your beginnings together?
Well, we both moved here with the exact same like dreams, but we were just obviously came
Filmmakers,
from
content
complete
creators.
opposite
Did you know each other before you moved
No.
here?
Oh,
Okay.
no.
How'd you meet?
through a mutual friend.
mutual friends.
Yeah,
I went to Stellar Academy.
Stellar,
Stella Adler Academy.
also known on
Yes.
the streets as Stellar Academy.
Stella, and mutual friend taking acting classes
Uh-huh.
in LA, and I was auditioning for all like whatever Law and Order, and I was like running lines with him, and he was like, "Hey Art, you do you mind? Like there is a friend who lives in the Reseda. He's like us, want to be a filmmaker. He want to make some stuff happen. He gonna come?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." So this Gumbo show up. That was 2011.
2011 or 12, yeah. And I mean, I was positive, but I was also in a time in my life where it was really miserable. I was working jobs I hated. Like I had been in LA for a couple of years with minimal traction, and I was just spending so much of my time. And I didn't. It was his influence on my life as the immigrant and just the go-getter and the nothing's going to stand in my
Why
way.
working for people? Open
mentality
your own fucking business.
to
Let's do it. Let's open company. Let's go.
help me realize that I was enough. Like I could make it happen myself.
Mhm.
And so I think we complemented each other. We're
Yeah.
complete opposite people, but
Oh,
it kind of works, especially with our duo on the channel.
We kind
And,
of, I always was, growing up and see friendship. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, right?
Mhm.
Now, older I get, I learn from which families they came and whatever, they made it. They
Yeah.
came, they made it, two friends,
Mhm.
till present day, making shit happening, amazing. And I was like, Ash, if they did it, why we can do it?
That's
Two
true.
friends, we can write, we can produce, we can direct, we can do this, we can act. We don't need Hollywood to give us that golden ticket just to wait until somebody gonna take a chance. We tried, write scripts, go to the studios. There is always politics involved. There is this. Do you have escrow in your escrow account? Do you have money? Can I put my wife in your movie? Can I do this? And there is always something. I was like, Ash, enough is enough. Let's do YouTube. Let's do something. Let's be us.
Yeah.
And we kind of like turn our back on Hollywood. And we.
Well, and I also, I was putting every ounce of my being into trying to be what I thought everyone wanted me to be, and you kind of train to do that when you're auditioning for stuff. You're just like, oh, what do they want? And I'm trying to be that,
So you came here to be an actor too?
Yeah, we both.
Okay.
I mean, we both had aspirations of creating our own content as well. It wasn't just for acting, even though acting was a central part of that. Just it's LA, and it was 10 years ago when things were in a shit show. So we both had that, but we both had aspirations to do our own things. But I think because I was spending so much time trying to, and it was really Trilogy that just I'm like I can just be myself, and I like to say I'm a totally different person than I was back then. I'm really not. I'm just allowing myself to be myself now.
Right.
Versus
you're more yourself than you were then.
Yeah. And Trilogy brought over now the decade has kind of transformed me into that. But to your point, like it's hard sometimes because we deal with shit people every day. Like we're constantly looking at how people are fucking each other over. And it's like, are there good people? I know there's good people. There's amazing people. But our squad is, like I have to keep reminding myself of why we're here is because of the good people that brought us here. But we do spend a lot of time interacting with shit human beings, especially now that we do child predator catches and stuff too. It's just like
hold on, you do child predator catch?
We do.
How do you do that? Do you pretend to be a child?
We have decoys that do.
We have decoys.
And we expose them. Yeah.
2023, I think in 2022.
22 was probably our first catch.
Catch.
So we have how many arrests? Probably
30,
25, 30 arrests
30
for
just for predators.
Just for predators. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And then you have to deal with the shit show of prosecutors, DAs.
It's a disaster in and of itself.
And that's why when you see this is us, when police or anybody, if you're doing an amazing job, we're going to glorify you. We're going to put you on a pedestal. We're like, we don't need any, hello, police. We know where the scammers are. We know their locations. We have these. All you have to do, please, do the arrest, claim your rewards, get your bonuses for Christmas. Just take this piece of shit so he would not go after your grandma or my grandma, right?
Or your kid or my kid.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. And then took us 10 freaking years until we sold our show, until we finally find a sheriff who want to do something about it, which is John Montgomery from Arkansas, Baxter County. And he was like, guys, our county, it's 70% of elderly people. And there is rats that's completely going and destroying.
They were having a cash meal problem. Like a lot of their older folks were getting tech support scammed, and cash mules were coming to this little town in the middle of Arkansas. And so, yeah, it was kind of...
He took a chance on us, and we were shooting our TV show, and he was like, guys, all right, it's never been done before where YouTubers actually work hand-to-hand with law enforcement, right? FBI, federal agents, we have canine dogs, we have police, helicopters. They put everything. And we just like, this is our chance to prove that we can make a difference. Mm-hmm. And it happened. We just got 2-3 arrests. And then it's just like...
Episodes 2 and 4 of season 1 of Scammed Getting Even is what he's just talking about. So that was our first Arkansas sting.
And then other sheriffs, they saw our show. They start hearing that you can prosecute scammers. You can put this and this. And then another county. We just got back last week from Arkansas, from Gentry, and we have had 4 arrests last week. 4 arrests.
That's
now
amazing.
We got reached out for 3 different states, 3 different sheriffs, and it's just like domino effect. Yeah. Now we're going nationwide, and we're like, all right, so if Arkansas in the middle of nowhere, I love you, Walmart people did this,
yes,
we can do this.
Yes.
You know, like LAPD, New York PD, Miami PD, they flip that big fat middle finger to us, and they're like, we have no resources, go beep yourself, we have no time for this, we have homicide, we have cartel,
leave us alone
elderly
with your
people,
pansy little scams.
We don't care, like, it doesn't matter to us. Arkansas did it, and now everybody like, hold on one second.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah. 1 second, right?
We have 49 more states to go.
Yeah.
That's amazing, because really the erosion of society happens in the small places, I think. It's not necessarily in murder, and it's the tiny places. It's that theory of I don't know what the theory is called. It's called the broken window theory. If you have a lot of houses on one street that have broken windows, everything starts getting broken down. But if you just fix the broken windows, everything starts lifting up.
I like that theory, by the way. Wow.
I didn't make the theory up. I read it in a book, and I don't remember the book, but it is about the small things. Actually, New York City, one of the maybe mayors of New York City took that theory and applied it in the, maybe misquoting this terribly, maybe the early 90s when New York City had a ton of crime, and said if we just clean up the trash, Just pick up literally the garbage
Mm-hmm.
and the petty crimes, the tiny crime. If we deal with the tiny crime, all of a sudden everything else starts kind of cleaning up, right?
Yeah.
Right. You're
But
absolutely correct. With
we
this.
don't have resources, so we just deal with the big stuff.
So we make it not even a crime to steal less than $1,000 in merchandise or whatever,
Exactly.
stuff that California did or whatever that is.
Oh,
you know,
California's the worst.
it's a disaster.
We got, my daughter and I went to San Francisco to look at a college, and we drove from the airport to Shake Shack and walked in Shake Shack to pick up our stuff, and they like broke the glass and stole our luggage. I had air tags in the luggage. So I called the police and was like, we just got robbed, but I have an air tag. I can tell you exactly where my luggage was. And the lady said, well, we can't go after your luggage. That's a violation of that person's civil rights. And I went, hold on. Yep. They just stole my luggage out of my car. Is that not a violation of my rights? How is it a violation if I can make it make a noise and they have it?
I love her.
And then
it's common sense.
The police said to me,
thank you for having common sense.
Right? But the police said to me, how do you know that's the person that actually took your suitcase? And I went, but isn't it possession of stolen property? Isn't that a crime? So you're going to accuse someone. She said this to me on the phone.
We deal with this
accuse someone
every day. Yes.
of theft.
Music
And
to
I'm
my
like,
ears.
I'm just saying, I won't even press charges. Just give me my shit back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have my computer.
Yeah.
You have
Did you get it back?
no.
Absolutely not.
No, a citizen found my suitcase on the side of the road, and it had a few, because my daughter and I both had a carry-on, and we both had like our personal item, and we both had our laptops and our electronics in the personal item. We found my one suitcase. They had, it wasn't even locked, but they had ripped it open, and it had, my daughter is really into vintage clothing, and it had some of her vintage clothing in there, and that nice citizen shipped back what they found. But there was nothing really of value. It was just, emotional value. I guess my daughter
You feel
was
violated
like,
too. It's like
yes. And I could not believe that the criminal's rights were more important than mine. And I feel that we've lost sight of that a little bit, even with, like we were talking about earlier, the homeless situation. I know I'm friends with a psychologist, and he said, I can't go into a homeless encampment and treat anybody because I am violating their civil rights. Even though I can see them muttering to they're
ghosts,
having mental health problems. It's not just about drugs. You can identify and diagnose a mental health problem, and I cannot treat that person and help them become perhaps not homeless anymore with treatment, but that is a violation. But that guy can take a shit on my front yard. Yeah. And I can't, because we had this homeless guy pulled up in front of my house in a camper and dumped his feces on the street. But that's not a violation of my civil rights. Right. It's insane.
It's insane.
So if they would take care of this.
There's too many people that control shit that want to do anything but fix the problem. Case in point is the new bill they're trying to pass to criminalize exposing fraud. Like they call it the Anti-Nick Shirley Act.
They're criminalizing exposing fraud?
I could be misquoting the details, but there's a journalist named Nick Shirley just exposed a ton of fraud in Minnesota. He does more like fraud on the taxpayers, where we go after kind of more that are people that are targeting like innocent people. But he did it in California too. And now they're trying to pass a bill where you can, if you expose this fraud, you could be fined and put in jail by just documenting it.
But why? But what is the justification for that?
We're not going to fix the fraud. We're going to punish the people doing something about it.
But why?
I don't know.
Because that's the thing is,
Are they getting a kickback from the people doing the fraud?
Probably.
Yeah, of course.
No.
It's everything. It's like one hand is washing another hand. Yeah. Question for you. When did that happen to you in San Francisco?
2 years ago.
Okay. You know what's interesting? When I came to this beautiful dream country in 2009, you're 10, right? Yeah,
10,
2009. So I came to Los Angeles, then I moved to Bay Area, and downtown San Francisco was my immigration court. And this is a place when I have to go, come legal, stay legal, fight for everything, getting my green card, everything, right? It has such a special place in my soul. This was my golden ticket to a golden country. And I spent so much time in that place, loved it, adored it. Broke as bitch, but I loved it. You know,
yes.
you sleep in.
It's a beautiful city. I love that city.
You didn't rob anyone's car.
Right, exactly.
Just to get by for yourself.
And got my papers. Then 2016, you came to my inauguration, got my American citizenship. Everything is amazing. And I haven't been in Bay Area for so long. And then I was filming something. I went to Bay Area and my soul was broken.
Aww.
People leaving their cars and they're opening their cars open, and specifically windows and specifically trunk
leaving
open,
the hatches open
to making sure to show criminals that there is nothing to steal.
Yes, I know.
Just we were sitting out there before this, and I was scrolling Instagram, and I saw a video of they call it the zombie people. They're literally on fentanyl, just keeled over, just standing in the street. There's like 12 of them. I mean, it's just like it's an apocalypse.
It's heartbreaking. I was just in San Francisco too, and in certain places it's just San Francisco, and then you go one street over, and you're like, "Whoa, is this apocalypse? Yeah. What's going on?" It's really so sad.
And it just happened recently, like the last 10 years or last whatever years. It's just like the switch kept.
COVID really fucked a lot of people up. You know?
I heard from people who live in San Francisco that it was COVID. That COVID changed that city. It's really a shame.
Changed a lot.
It's a beautiful, amazing city with so much history.
Even California. It's a golden, why it's called Golden State.
Yeah. It's the best.
It's
the
best.
It's confusing.
But excuse me, as a business owners, as you are, as we are, how many our friends moved out from California?
Oh my gosh.
We like last standing. And like yesterday, we have like 2 offices. One is Trilogy Media Podcast. One is Trilogy Media Production Company. Second floor, whatever. And like you always closing gate and looking
over your shoulder.
Over your shoulder. And yesterday I look over the shoulder and there is an intruder, homeless guy, staring at me.
I had already left. I didn't know about this.
And I know that besides us right now at 7-8 o'clock, there is nobody. He don't belong here. It's not our neighbors. It's a small community. I know everybody. And I got in verbal confrontation, and he was like, "I'm gonna fucking kick your ass." I was like, "Well, try me."
Yeah, you're not a small human.
No, that helps when we do confrontations, and he's 6'5". Like I feel a little
safer.
safer.
The thing is that you have to
That shouldn't have happened.
No.
Yes.
That's the point.
To have tents next to your business that you have to go and step over.
If you called the cops on him, how would that have gone?
And you pay so much
God
to run a business in California.
That's why all the big businesses and oil companies and everything, everybody left. Like I said, we like last standing freaking Flintstones.
I don't know how people have made it. Like, we're so freaking fortunate to have what we have in Trilogy and everything that we started before COVID, even though we did sign a 2-year office lease literally 2 weeks before COVID started.
Oh my gosh.
But other than that, we're grateful. And for those though that are just relying on the arts or the passion, and I don't know, I have no idea how people have survived.
Okay, I'm going to go through some questions.
Yes,
they have some good ones.
Throw you.
I know. We've been talking for 45 minutes and no questions.
We've touched your ear off. I'm sorry.
Please.
Okay, if I'm traveling abroad, do you have tips to protect myself from getting scammed or money stolen?
Yeah.
That's funny. We just came from
Berlin. Did a Berlin pickpocket street scam video. Yes. Same kind of thing.
Wait, you have a video about it?
We do. We just a couple weeks ago, actually.
Okay. That's good.
We were in Berlin for a different reason, but we did a little video with Pickpocket London. Shout out to Diego.
When people walk with their passports, I never understood that. If you arrive to the hotel, go to depositing?
The safe. Yeah.
Safe deposit. Pull all your belongings, everything, gold, whatever you have, chains, everything. Take enough money. And if you don't want to use cash, just take your credit card with you.
I guess it depends on where you're going.
Right.
I think one of the best tips we ever got was ahead of Nigeria, where they someone that went there told us, make sure you have a lot of $5 bills in your pocket.
Well, that's Africa. Well, that's
why I said it depends on where you're going.
But why?
Because everybody, including the government and law enforcement, operates on bribes openly. When we went through the airport, like we just landed. You look on the government website and say all the vaccines you need, and we overpaid and we got all the vaccines. There's just some dude with a little foldable table at the airport, and in our party, he got the vaccine, but it wasn't in time. Like it has to be in your system a certain amount of time for it to count, and it technically didn't count. And he just tipped him $10. He's like, all right, yeah, that's good. That's just how it works. Like you put your luggage in the machine at the airport in Lagos. Like the guy taking your luggage off of it wants money before you can walk past him. It's like, it's blatant. So I don't know. That's
Just
not necessarily the same thing, but
from your gate when you landed through security check and passport control, you're already spending cash because every single freaking government official fucking taking money from you.
Wow.
Openly. And
But that's not a scam. That's open.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just
Well,
how
that's why depends where you're going.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to Africa, make sure you have enough cash because police gonna stop you if they see that you don't belong here. So we can take advantage of you.
Don't
right?
take free shit from people. That's a big
Yes.
one we see in a lot of tourist places. They'll want to give you
bracelets.
Bracelets. If they're dressed up in costumes, you know that here in Hollywood. You know, you don't take pictures with them because they're gonna extort you basically for money. Don't sign like sometimes like one in Berlin we saw they were holding like a fake petition for you to help deaf children,
deaf kids.
But it's just horseshit. There's no company associated with it. They're just taking money for their pockets. Obviously, pickpocketing is in a lot of big cities, so just keep it. You
have your backpack,
tie it to
put
yourself.
it in the front.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing in the back. If somebody's in the back, it should be your friend, your wife, your husband, whoever. Like you have to be in the group and always pay attention because for you think you're invisible, but your body language, your accent, the way you look like. Oh, there is a group of people already escorting you from airport and they know exactly which hotel you're going and they're sitting there waiting. What is your next move? You're going to eat? Okay, I'm going to be there waiting for you.
Don't play the 3 shell game. That's another one. Don't play it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all sleight of hand. The ball is not under the shell that you're supposed to be under.
Everything is manageable as long as you're not gonna get your passport stolen because that's pain in the ass. Go through the embassy. That's why you got your passport, get to the hotel, freaking put it, live it. This is it.
Don't do what we do. Just watch and enjoy. You know,
There you go.
we intentionally we're seeking out trouble. Don't do that.
Don't do that. I know my daughter just went to Morocco, and I was like, "Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a picture of your passport, and I'm going to print a hard copy
and take that copy with you
and
instead
take
of the
the
passport.
copy."
Such a smart mom. Love it.
I was like, that way, even if your passport gets stolen, even if your phone is stolen with your passport, leave that copy somewhere that's not with your stuff. So at least here's a copy of it. You know?
Another tip, emergency numbers. If your phone is stolen, back in the days, you have everything in your head.
Yes.
You want to call this girl, this girl, this girl?
That's
okay,
right.
Natasha, this is this number. Tatiana, this is this number. Yekaterina. And everything comes from your head. Do we know anything nowadays?
Yes,
no, nothing.
no.
So when things got stolen, you empty. You don't know what to do. So write number of embassy, write the number of your mom and dad or whatever. And when something happened, you're like, I have on a piece of paper everything that I need.
Yes, that's what I did. I made her an entire itinerary of all of her flight information and printed it out in a hard copy and put it in her luggage, not her backpack, but in her luggage. And I was like, so if anything happens, everything you need is here. I don't think she touched it, but I felt better.
Yes.
Because she's only 19 and she'd never been to a country like Morocco. She was going with a friend on a tour.
Go watch Taken. That's the premise right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Two young adult females going to a foreign country and making little mistakes like that.
Exactly. So anyway, okay.
Yeah, Morocco, people play really great soccer called football. Moroccans. Oh.
Yeah. I hear it's a
because
beautiful
Spain
country.
is next door. We were in Spain shooting our documentary last year, and I was like, "Oh my God, Morocco is so close!" I was like dying. I was like, "I can touch Morocco right now."
No, I was like, I want to go home.
You were done.
We're so different. It's crazy.
So different. Okay, safest methods to store passwords. Do you need a password manager?
It's a lot better than nothing. Just do your research on good ones.
And a password manager, for people who don't know, is what? Is like a LastPass, a Dashlane?
Yeah, it's basically one centralized platform that creates random, unique passwords for everything. You don't have to remember them. They'll have it there for you to log in easily. It's I think you should, especially if you have a lot of accounts, which everyone does now. I would just say you have to turn on two-factor authentication no matter what. For everything, like texting you a code. That's the bare minimum. The authenticator apps are safer than.
I hate that. But
I do
that's
too.
really
They're a
what
pain
you
in the
do.
ass.
Yeah.
But
for a reason.
With two-factor authentication, when they text you a code, if your phone number somehow got hijacked and ported to a different device, they could then get your one-time passcode for signing in. Or if someone has remote access to your computer, they could also get it that way. At least the authenticator apps are changing every 30 seconds, like the one-time code. So at least they can't like hijack that.
They have 30 seconds.
Yeah. But it's a password manager is a lot better than most options of you writing it down or just trying to have a variation of the same password for every platform.
Yeah, that's not me. I know.
Everyone does it, but all it takes is one of those passwords to get leaked, and then they can get every other password from you.
But you see, I'm opposite.
You're a disaster with passwords, actually.
I write everything and I hide in 3 different locations.
Oh my gosh.
Well, okay, that's one way to do it.
Do you write it in triplicate?
Yes, exactly. Okay. So the most important one and one at home, one with this and this,
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Do what works for you, but yeah, I would research a really good, trusted, reliable one that you know is good and legit and turn on 2FA. You're in a pretty good, you're not immune, but you're in a decent position.
It helps.
Above most, yeah.
But usually our friends, hackers, they usually laugh about it. They're like, yeah, I can, your 2 factors, you have your Face ID. He was like, just give me a couple of minutes. I will get you.
I mean,
it all depends.
They have to really be targeting you specifically,
exactly.
Which isn't going to happen.
If somebody wants to get something from you,
for the vast majority of scams that are reaching out to people in bulk, you'll be relatively okay with those kind of precautions.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So if you're targeted specifically, there's just nothing. It's almost like this. We went on this big trip in Montana, and we were learning how to shoot guns with my daughters. And this guy was talking about a bear. My daughter was like, well, what do you do when you see a bear? And he said, a black bear, you fight. A grizzly bear, you play dead. If a polar bear sees you,
you lay down and let him eat you.
There's nothing
you can do.
People underestimate, because polar bear, they're so beautiful.
Yeah,
so
all the polar bears I run into every day. I underestimate them.
So like teddy bears. But they want the vicious one out of all of them.
Yeah. He was like, you're dead.
Yeah.
He can see you all the way on that mountain. And if he's coming for you,
he can smell you from 69 kilometers away.
Andrew Schultz is such a funny bit about that. Make yourself big, You just have to not be the slowest person in the group.
There you go.
You'll be okay.
That's it. Okay.
Then you're screwed.
Yeah.
Then you're screwed.
Yeah.
Okay. What is a VPN, and should I be using one?
VPN is a virtual private network. So basically,
what is that?
And I'm not and look, we're not techie guys. We don't claim to be ethical hackers or anything like that. There's a million other channels and a lot of other scam baiters that are way smarter at that. We're more boots on the ground documentarians, but we do understand the basics of it, and we have friends that we can call if we have a question. But VPN is a pretty basic way for you to encrypt your presence online. So when you're connecting, especially if you're using public Wi-Fi. So if you're in Starbucks and you log into the Wi-Fi on your phone has a unique IP address, and it's intercepting that traffic to a public thing. So if you're connecting to like a decoy network, or like if someone has made a scammy version of Starbucks and you connect to the wrong one, it's basically they can access all of your stuff. Like it makes you really vulnerable. So a VPN is like an intermediary between your device and connecting to the internet that changes your IP address. You're basically connecting through their servers, which are protected, as opposed to you just putting your device online.
I see. That makes sense.
And it's got other benefits too, where you can like change your location, like your virtual location.
Okay. So you would not know where you are.
Yeah, and also just for online, like if you want to get the British version of Netflix, you can like change the location. So it's good for just encrypting basic internet traffic and not having your personal identity and IP address just up for the taking if you're in public.
But also there is a reverse scam when we're calling scammers, right? When we got this email from Geek Squad, right? Mm-hmm. Number that you call and they're like, all right, so have you been using public Wi-Fi recently? And like, yeah, of course, in Starbucks, I'm in LAX or whatever. Exactly. This is what happened to you through public Wi-Fi. You got Russian hackers. So it's like that script that can apply on so many different scenarios.
Yeah. It's a cheap way for you to have a pretty decent leg up on most malicious attacks that might come from some random public Wi-Fi network. That's a good practice to have.
Gotcha. Okay. Never even heard of a VPN. I'm so learning so much here. Why do I keep getting scam calls? Is there a way to get my info off the internet? Why do you? I know I go through phases where I'll have them in like
seasonal.
Mm-hmm. Is it seasonal?
Well, so the reason you get so many is because it's probably like for me, I've had my phone number since I was 12. Like I've had
mine since 19.
So your number is on every list you can think of. there's nothing you can do, really. You can block every number that comes in, but then you're just wasting your time. When it comes to like data brokers, so we have like sponsors and companies that we work with where you can Incogni, shout out to our sponsor Incogni. You can remove your info off of public databases. So that'll put a dent in it for sure. Mm-hmm. When you're getting it, that's more for like solicitations, public legit, but public databases that are like, that's why you get all the insurance ads and all that mailers and so that's where that comes from. When it comes to scam lists, I mean, they're scams, so they're not going to follow the do not call list laws. Right. So, unfortunately, if you receive one, if you interact with it or you do anything, it's just gonna spread like a virus. Your number's gonna be on every list, and you're probably not ever gonna stop it.
You probably heard about dark web, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I think it happened 2 years ago when AT&T had a data breach.
Mm-hmm.
My address, my social security, my everything just got exposed. Like you go on dark web and you find everything about me, right? Nothing you can do it. It happened with companies. It happened with MGM when they got hacked and stuff like that. We learn again from Indian undercover agents who will work for scam call centers and they will work with us for us. And they said, our bosses have so much money that been stolen from your citizens for so long, for decades. They will send their own people to America who will go start working for cellular companies, AT&T, T-Mobile, and all these data that they saw, collect it and send it back to the boss. And boss will apply that data to start attacking us every single day. Same stuff for Amazon. They will send people to working Amazon drivers. Before we changed the game from cash mules, back in the days, they were so sloppy because they were never exposed, they never get arrested. They will not even bother to go to your parents' house. They will tell them to mail that money. Take $100,000 because we have whatever Russian hackers, put aluminum foil. They're going to tell you what to do, pack that and ship it through UPS. And if scammer works for Amazon Prime or UPS or any USPS, right? He can keep an eye on boxes that are arriving, and he just collect those boxes, get the cash, give it to boss, and back to work.
Wow.
So it's a lot of mules that works here in American companies that actually work for the international crime
ring.
Yeah.
I had no idea any mafia was involved in any of this.
Yeah.
Follow the money, you're going to follow the bad guys.
Literally organized crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary.
Organized crime is so fascinating because when I know about them starting and what they were involved in, just keeps evolving, doesn't it? So crazy.
What's scary, especially in a big city like this, like when we used to do a lot of sting houses, like on our own, just for content. We'd confront people and we would just expose it our
we
way.
Can do expose.
We can't control anything law enforcement does ever. So it's great when we have it, but we don't rely on that for our business. California, we have some contacts where there are good law enforcement here. It's just harder to find, but it's there. The scary thing is though, and every time we do any kind of local sting around LA, anywhere near LA, even right here, I could pick up the phone right now. I could get a mule here in an hour. That's how fast I can do that.
Even less.
I could be an old man. I can go through the steps of their scam. I could fast track it, and I could get a cash mule to show up to this house within an hour.
That's bananas.
Yeah. And not one.
Oh, multiple.
Multiple.
Until it gets out that it's a setup, and then they start telling everybody, and then it's harder.
Yeah.
But as far as like just starting fresh.
And imagine us doing this for so long, and you know everything. You know who is doing it. They're showing up at the door. You have the faces. You have IDs. You have everything, and you feel useless because nobody want to even lift a finger.
Yeah. No, the law enforcement. Yeah.
But to give a credit to some of the law enforcement federal agents, we will do expose in 2020. 2-3 years later, we'll either receive a phone call from the government.gov or email from .gov and say like, hey guys, the stuff that you did in 2020, we came across, can we get raw footage? With the driver license, with the faces. And that's the beauty about us independent journalists. With all this shit show that happened in California with prosecutors, DAs, with law enforcement, they need warrants. They They said, guys, what you guys do, go knock on door. You don't need anything.
Right.
You can go.
Nothing stops us from asking questions.
It's a private citizen, right?
Exactly.
As long as we're not breaking the law, we can do whatever we want.
We can use that to arrest them. And that's why what we did in 2020, and we're hiding in Nigeria last year, and all of a sudden TMZ is calling us like, hey guys, you just exposed DOJ, just giving you credit for you guys did in 2020, $65 million fraud.
It had literally been 5 years since we had talked about that story, but the headline said YouTube scam busters helped dismantle a $65 million fraud ring. Like all of a sudden,
we went testify in San Diego. 3 years later, after we did
a one-way street of information.
Yeah, nobody going to tell you anything. And then we forgot about it. We exposed so many shitty criminals.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're filming our TV show. We're in Nigeria, in Lagos. And our manager's like, guys, get your ass together. TMZ live in 15 minutes now. I was like, for what?
That's crazy.
They're like, DOJ just released
wow.
a statement.
Yeah, there was like 25 or 30 scammers like indicted.
That's amazing. That's got to feel so good.
Yeah.
When you see results.
It takes a long time. You got to be patient and you got to stay focused on the positives. But
that's why it's amazing for us. Like even right now, we're waiting for season 2, for Scam Getting Even. You know, networks, lawyers, managers, everybody's slow as the turtles.
Yes.
For us, we pick up a camera. We can get our camera guy. We get a sting or operation. We go and we do it
literally
tomorrow.
just taking a victim story and following the money. Like that's how we do it. Like if someone comes to us with a story or hey, I got scammed, this is what happened. We just take all the information, put ourselves in as victims, and just literally follow where the money goes. And the things you'll uncover it blows your mind how complicated some of these are.
That they're complex
by design, because the money just never goes from victim's hands to criminal. It goes from victim's hands to this wallet, to this location, to this account, to here, 17 more places until it gets to the criminal. So you have to find all of those steps and all the people along the way. Are they guilty? Are they being taken advantage of? Do they even know they have this account that this money's going through? The stuff we uncover, especially with victims that have been completely hijacked, is mind-blowing.
In past 10 years on our channel, I think only 2 or 3 victims, elderly people, made that statement publicly. They showed their face. They said, guys, what I'm telling you, what I'm comfortable to tell strangers, I don't even tell my family. We made a video, videos became viral, and public shame, right? Everybody afraid of that public shame. How can I, at age 50, 60, 70, 80, can be so stupid? Everybody calling me stupid, that I fell for this scam and blah, blah, blah. When we did our show last year, and it ended up being on national network, our inbox from victims, we cannot find the bottom of those emails.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Everybody you know what? Sad. She did it. I can relate. She's my role model. I want to tell my story. And we oh my God. And people 500,000, million, 5 million, 10 millions. And people just open up and we yeah.
Oh, so
and
sad.
A lot of times, not in Jody's case, but in a lot of times, it's the most trusting, genuine, kindest people that get taken advantage of, you know.
Oh, I could see my dad falling for a scam, hook, line, and sinker. He's the nicest guy ever. Yeah. And I could see him falling.
And they're professionals at knowing what's going to work on you.
Of
know,
course.
If it's going to be the sympathy, if it's going to be the fear, if it's going to be whatever it is. I tell this anecdote all the time, but Chappie is a faceless. She doesn't ever show her face publicly, but she's a behind the scenes, works with feds and helps us to scam bait and is the best victim advocate there is. She got into this because her best friend took her life. She went to go visit her best friend to bring her up flowers or something and found her body.
Oh my God.
And when they went through her phone and saw what had been happening in the lead up to that, she missed it by maybe an hour. And she was talking to a refund scammer out of India who found out in the conversation that she had early onset dementia. So the scammer was using that against her, saying, by the way, if you tell anyone about this problem, they're going to think you're insane and they're going to put you in a mental institution. So he was using her early onset dementia to terrify her into telling anyone. That's why she didn't tell Chappie. And the grief of what she had lost is they took everything.
Oh my God.
And then literally everything. That's more common than you think. So that's why it's so frustrating when people say, well, I'm not that stupid to give my money into gift cards to pay my taxes. I'm like, okay, that's a very ignorant thing to say because you don't understand.
Yes.
What is actually happening between A and Z.
When somebody is doing things for a living, and this is what they do every single day, you go to a call center, scam call center, 350 people. they have clocks on every, like, this is London, this is Moscow, this is Barcelona, this is LA, this is New York. They know exactly what time is right now where you are. And they talk to you as a local agents, from PayPal, from whatever. And they do this every single day for decades. They know what to say. They know how to close you. They manipulate you so much that us as scam baiters, I was like, dude, if I would not be in this business, I would fucking get scammed.
Yeah.
How can you blame these freaking innocent babushka, didushka, grandmother, grandfather? How? I could have get scammed.
Yeah. I mean, when I've got that phone call, I was in Home Depot, picking something up for home, pushing a cart. I saw my area code on my cell phone starts with 213. And I saw 213 and I was like, well, somewhere here's probably just a sales, do you need a new roof? So I answered it and it was like, this is LAPD. There's a warrant for your arrest. And I went, for what? And she said, can't disclose that. And I went, but I was in the middle of shopping. I was in the middle. So in the first moment, I was like, oh my God. I couldn't get my wits about me for a few minutes.
And that's when they want you to act, is in that mode.
Exactly.
When you're in that.
That's when they wanted me. I mean, she'd already, I think, asked me to execute on something already. And I just thank God, went, wait a minute. I have not committed a crime, for one. For two, I don't think this is how this is supposed to work. I kept her on the phone for an hour.
Nice.
I kept asking her to speak to her supervisor, someone above her. I kept asking her to give me details, and she kept giving me a runaround. I kept her on the phone for like an hour.
Nice.
And I thought to myself, I'm going to ride this till it bucks me off. Let's see how long I can
that was an
keep her
hour
on
she
the
didn't have
phone.
to take from somebody else. So nice. Well,
I didn't think about it like that.
That's what scam baiting is all about too, is, other than the effects of the results, it's like you're also wasting their time and making them exhaust their resources instead of people that could actually fall for it.
When it's tax season and, we're getting that favorite day of the year, April 15, when you have to file your taxes, right?
Yeah.
So again, it's coming seasonal, right? So they know exactly what they're doing. Remember, Ash, a couple of years ago, it was, this is the script. This is, I'm going to arrest you, but this is another angle. Hi, this is my, federal agent, or I'm agent, or blah, blah, blah. I'm police, I'm sheriff. Have you rented a car past 5 years? Yeah, I did. Well, guess what? We found a car in the border of Texas with your driver license, with your wallet, 22 kilograms of cocaine, and
blood.
And blood.
Yeah. They're basically saying that there's a whole federal case about a car that's registered in your name.
Under your name.
They scare you into thinking you've had your identity hacked, and then they're using that to, take it to the next step and the next step.
While you're getting crazy at Costco, if you're in a Home Depot, you have your own life, your kids, they got you in that moment.
Yeah,
it's all about quantity, not about quality.
Yes.
They got you in that moment. They're like, somebody, there is a blood, there is cocaine. Oh my God, I'm going to prison, but it's not me. But I did rent a car in San Francisco in 3 months ago.
Yes.
It did align.
Yes.
It's me. It's my car.
There's just enough of it.
Yeah.
And the rest, they're going to take access to everything that belongs to you under your name.
It's making my stomach hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you protect your parents from scams?
Best way to protect them from a scam is to prevent it from happening in the first place. So awareness, education, and making sure they understand the dangers of interacting with anything that, like I said, is unsolicited. So on the computer especially, there's so much crap that comes in on the computer or on the phone that will then direct you to the computer. So just educate them. The scams are always going to change. It's going to be a different script or storyline every single time, but the tactics are all very similar. So just education. And also remind them that if they do get scammed, it's okay to tell me. I can help you. There's things that we can do to prevent this from happening again and to pick up the pieces a little bit. Probably not going to get the money back, but you also got to be careful about remote access. And just because you think it's already over with, they could still be spying on you, in your computer for months, watching everything you're doing and waiting for the right moment to scam you again. So just that communication of them understanding that it's okay to come to me with questions or come to me with a problem. And also the education of be on the lookout for these red flags. This is the red flags. Okay, this is happening a lot. Be careful about this. And just constantly staying in tune to those kinds of triggers.
I truly believe that us as a young generation, and especially where I came from Eastern Europe, your parents and your grandparents, especially grandparents, that's why we have Godfather movie. They look at you, and no matter how big you are in your life, if you're freaking Elon Musk, whatever, if your granddad or grandpa look at you that you did something, this is it. He's your sensei. You have no words. I truly believe that we're responsible of educating and protecting and look after your parents.
Of course.
After your grandparents.
Yes.
If you see things happening, whatever you need to install only necessary things, put protection, do these, and talk to them. Hey, grandpa, hey, grandma, this is what's happening. If somebody gonna call you, this communication of trust, it's okay. Something happened, breathe. There is nothing that we cannot resolve. Call me, and I'm gonna call those people who's telling that you're gonna get arrested. We have to talk to them. Otherwise, it's the end.
Yeah.
Awareness.
What you don't know, you can't really fight against, right?
Yes.
Okay, what to do if you get a scam call saying that they're the IRS or the police? What should you do?
Hang up.
Hang up the phone.
Hang up the phone.
No.
Easy answer?
Don't interact. Don't say yes. Don't give them information. Just hang up. And if you truly have a question, if you have a problem with the police or the IRS, go to those websites and call them directly and ask them.
IRS never called.
The IRS will never call you, period.
Period.
But even if you do have a question about your IRS status, go to irs.gov and call them there. Don't listen to the person that called you. Don't respond to any number they gave you to look into or text or call back. Just disconnect and call them directly.
The few occasions when I call IRS, do you know how long I was on the phone?
Oh, yeah.
To speak to a representative.
Sometimes I wish they could call me with a solution.
I've done all my workouts. I shot Moody. We've done so many things, and I was still on hold. You were laughing.
I remember.
We did podcast 3.5 hours, and I put my phone on silence, and I still was on hold with IRS agent.
Right? So they're not calling you.
They will never call you. They have no times. They have no people. They have no reserves.
I know. With all the government shutdown, they're not going, you know
Nobody
what?
going to call you.
I'm going to call Art today.
Yeah.
Get caught up.
And also,
Ashton, I bet Ashton's got a lot of time.
There's no reason to even answer the phone. Like, unless you have a job where you are fielding unsolicited phone, like if you're receiving incoming calls for a customer service line, okay. But if you're just a normal person and you get a call from a number you don't recognize, you have no obligation to answer the phone.
No.
You don't have to answer the doors because someone's knocking on it. Like,
right.
Let them leave a message. Like,
Unless it's us.
Yeah, well,
boom, boom, boom.
Let them leave a message. Let them text you. Let them email you if they want to. Like, it's okay to pause. It's always okay to pause.
Well, it's good advice. You don't have to answer the phone.
No, and you shouldn't.
You don't have to. I don't ever answer an unknown call because I think to myself, if it's my dentist calling to confirm, they'll leave a message.
They'll leave a message, or they'll call back and then leave a message.
There is no more milkman dropping milk in the front of your door saying your milk gonna get expired, so pick up your milk.
Right? It's very true. You answered the last question, but I'm gonna ask it again. How do you realize you're getting AI voice calls that are impersonating your family? I don't know about how do you realize, but you said how to kind of...
Well, if you spot any red flags, which again are anything with urgency, anything with trying to get you to act or do something, if it is your family member saying, I need money or I need you to do this or do that, like if you don't have it's good to have a password. If you don't have a password, then ask questions like, okay, what that only that person would know, from long ago or whatever it is. And if it still feels weird and you're not getting an answer, just hang up and then call them back.
Yeah.
If they're spoofing a number, like if they're spoofing your son's phone number, and you call back your son's phone number, you're going to get your real son. It's not going to go to the person that spoofed the number.
Oh, I see.
If they're spoofing a number, they're only able to get in contact with you if they call you.
It's incoming.
It'll show on your caller ID that it's your son. But if you hang up and then call your son, you're going to get the real one. Yeah. So
I see. So it'll look like your son. And then you go, your son's panicked. I just got in a car accident. I need $500, whatever. And you go, I'll call you right back. Click. Exactly. And then call him right back. Oh.
If you have your son in your contacts in your phone, and a scammer calls you spoofing your son's number, and you get an incoming call, it's going to say it's your son.
Yeah,
it's going to say it's your contacts.
Right.
And of course, you'll probably answer that. But then again, you got to look for the red flags of like, are they trying to get me to? If is this out of character? What's going on? And in that case, ask the questions or hang up and call your actual son back. They can't spoof it as an incoming call unless they've hijacked your entire. Ported your whole number.
That's actually a good conversation to have ahead of time with your kids because I have 2 kids in college. They're not here. I may call them and say, hey, even if you do have a car accident and you say, hey, I need $500 or whatever, I may say, let me call you right back just to make sure it's not a scammer because How do I know if it's an AI generated call?
Or you might get a text, right, from a different number, and it's like, "Hey, Mom, it's Corey. This is my phone died. I'm using my friend's phone."
I've had that before.
Yeah. So they'll, same kind of thing.
Since you have teenagers, since you have a daughter, I want to open another Pandora box.
Please, I'm scared.
Blow your mind, especially as a parent.
Oh no. Okay.
A lot of people not talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard about sextortion scam?
No. What's a sextortion? I mean, I can kind of deduce what it is.
Teenagers.
I'm scared.
Goes online. Start looking, dating. Everybody's dating online nowadays, right? Nobody want to talk right now. I meet you in Starbucks. You beautiful. I'm going to tell you you're beautiful. Let's go on a date.
Yes.
Let's get another Starbucks coffee together.
There's enough Zoom meetings in this world.
Right. Yeah. So they will go date online. They will fall in love or whatever. They're going to get in a relationship with someone. They think I'm dating you. Then it gets to the point when nudes getting exchanged.
No. My daughters would never do that.
Well, most parents would say that.
I know, that's why I said that.
You think that you dating this person who is real, but that person is a scammer. That person going to send you nudes from stolen pictures from somebody else. But meanwhile, your kids, your teenagers,
send their nudes.
They send their nudes. And what happened next is fascinating. They're going to say, if you're not going to pay me this certain amount of money, I'm going to post these nudes. I'm going to send these nudes everybody on your phone list, to your parents, your friends, your classmates, teammates, everybody. And it's another way when teenagers getting so afraid and getting so shamed that they're taking their lives. And people don't talk about this. Colleges, universities, and schools, nobody fucking talk about this. What's happening with our teenagers.
And it's also almost an impossible scam to bait because they come for you specifically. So unless they're coming for us specifically, it's not really something we can inject ourselves into as scam baiters.
Are they going through like dating apps?
That's it.
Because the scammer is signing up just as a person.
Yeah.
So how do you?
Well, what also blows our mind, I feel old because I'm tired all the time, but like it really makes me feel old when we do predator catches because our decoys will come in and they'll be, pretending to be minors online. But every time they come in with like a story or like a person we're going to bust, they tell us the app they used to do it. It's always an app I've never heard of. There are so many apps out there for talking to strangers. As a parent, it will terrify you. That's why I'm not a parent. I have a dog, but I'm not a parent, so I can't tell you how to raise your kids. All I can say is please know what apps they have on their phone because most of them are dangerous and they'll look so innocent. You won't even know what they are. They look like a game, but you won't even, it's not like the classic old time of being in a chat room. It's like there's so many apps now that the general public probably hasn't even heard of, but there's a lot of nefarious shit happening on there.
Real story. One of our friends who is dead, he said, my son knocked on my door, on my bedroom door at midnight. I opened the door and I already know exactly what's happening.
No, how?
He's like, his face like this. He was like, hey, Dad, there is somebody on the phone asking for money because I sent this. I thought I'm dating a girl. So Dad grabbed the phone and said, listen to me, you piece of shit. You want to release pictures of my son? Do it. I don't give a shit. Do it and let everybody get jealous. If you're going to fucking call one more time to my kid, I'm going to find you. You don't know what I'm do for a living. I'm going to find you. Poo, hang up. But how many kids has the trust and relationship come to your parents with this?
Because it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. You're going to feel judged.
Yes.
And that's why you have to carry this case with your teenagers, with kids. Same with your grandparents. You cannot go and scream, you stupid. No.
And there's nothing wrong with dating online. We both met our wives from different countries online.
Of course.
But if you're dating someone online and you haven't video chatted them in 2 years, I know it sounds obvious, but it happens all the time. Like
that you don't video chat with them?
Yeah, there's always an excuse. Oh, he's stranded overseas, or oh, he's in the
military. He's in Iraq.
Yeah,
well, at a certain point, it should be a little bit of a red flag, don't you think?
You would think, but every day.
When did you FaceTime your wife? When you start dating?
The next day.
Next day, same stuff. Next day, I see the person is real, talking to me in a language that I don't understand, but she's talking to me, right? But that's the thing. People like parenting, it's so important. And like, no, it's my kids' privacy. I don't want to know what they're doing. No, you freaking must know what your kids are doing because it's so many pedophiles. It's so many people want to take your money, they want to take soul, and they want to take body of your kids. You must protect and you must guide them. Awareness.
Yes.
Why nobody talking about this?
It is. You're right. I mean, I've told my kids about not clicking things. They get it in the email, not giving any personal information out to anybody ever, even if they say they're from your college, even if they say, ask them to send it to you in an email or something so that you can kind of vet it a little bit. Just don't be so gullible, which is what they're supposed to be when they're 19 years old. How are they supposed to know any of that stuff? But I didn't really know about the, what'd you call it?
Sextortion
scams.
Well, the younger generation now, like they're pretty savvy with tech, but they're still very vulnerable to social
predator
engineering or predators that will take advantage of your mental state or your
grooming
lack of social experience.
So crazy.
Susceptible to grooming, so just talking to strangers online, which everyone does it, but. It's
that's why when people say that, that stigma that only elderly people getting scammed. I was like, that's not fucking true.
No.
Teenagers get their own shit from dating these scammers. We're buying tickets. You misspell. I always you laugh about this. Instead of Delta, you put Pelta by accident. You're rushing. You want to buy these hot ticket sales.
It's only you that does that. You're a spelling disaster.
Yeah, Pelta. And all of a sudden, you on a website, there is a trap that they're already waiting for you because people misspelling. And it goes from shopping.
Wait a minute.
It goes from travel, from cruises.
Wait. So they set trap websites.
All you have to do is just purchase a domain. That's it. It's
by misspelling.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh
yes.
my God. That's crazy.
That was a good one.
Literally,
that was a good one.
The video we just posted Wednesday.
Today's what, Friday?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
We were tracking a scam that's targeting small business owners. But one of the ways they're doing it is they're asking you to set Zoom links, like a Zoom meeting, and they send you a link that looks exactly like a Zoom link. And you click on it, and it goes to a page that looks exactly like the Zoom. It's a mirrored version of the Zoom website of when you're joining a meeting. Except it downloads a nested installer file into your system that allows that scammer 24/7 access to everything you have, and they can, in the future, install new things on your computer, and it will bypass antivirus. And it looks exactly like Zoom. And they will watch you. They'll watch your screen, they'll watch your webcams, they'll watch everything and find the right way to steal from you.
What?
You know what's crazy? That Google allows you as a criminal, as a scammer, go and promote that shit.
To buy ads.
You go to top 3 search and those...
Printer support is a big one.
Printer support?
Yeah. You're having problems with your printer and you Google, I need help with my HP printer.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you the first 3 sponsored results are scams.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They even buy, when you buy something, like a lot of people let me go see reviews, right? Like when you see something is so fucking perfect, 5,000 reviews, 5 out of 5, it's everything amazing. And you read and you see, I love this product. I love it. That's another red flag. Out of 5,000 people, somebody didn't like that. Somebody is a stinky bitch. Somebody had attitude and they left you 1 star even if you didn't even deserve it.
Right.
When you see a perfect rating with a perfect comments, I was like, oh, brother,
and
this
a
is a
perfect
scam.
price. Yeah.
This is a scam.
Yeah. Facebook Marketplace is a good example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Buying cars. Well, Craigslist. Remember our apartment searching?
That's old school, but yeah, it's still there.
It's still there. Apartment scams. Oh my God.
Wait, how do they scam you with apartment scams?
They put a too good to be true offer out.
Yep.
And then they ask
Especially in LA.
I got scammed by an RV scam.
Yeah, they ask you for a deposit ahead of time because it's going out. It's going to be sold soon.
I'm going to be traveling with my husband let's say I'm going to be in Africa and Europe for 3 months. That 35-bedroom apartment.
Send me a down payment
for $600.
And you
see a mansion, pictures of a mansion. You're like, oh my God, I'm broke. And all of a sudden I can afford like a Malibu ocean view apartment for $600. Give it to me. We're going to leave the keys under the rug. Go pick it up tomorrow at 6.
They don't know. They've never even been to that house. They don't own that house.
You go show up. You send your money. You show up.
And there's no key. And then you try to call them back and the line's disconnected.
No. And there is the owners of the house. They're like, what are you talking about? This is my place. I'm not renting this. I own this place. Yeah. And you lost all your savings and you send everything and you like, yeah.
I'm never going to do anything ever again.
It sucks. The world sucks.
It really does suck a little bit.
Trusting sucks nowadays.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So what you're saying about Google is that if you Google search stuff, don't trust it?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on what you're trusting it for.
Yeah.
But usually on most Google searches, the first like 3 results, it says sponsored on it.
Yeah.
It means it's a paid
Sponsored
ad.
by.
Yes.
And the amount of impersonation companies buying ads is crazy. Fake Amazon,
so,
fake HP printers.
I want to have a story for you. Like, it's going to blow your mind. That's aligned with this. Okay, listen to this.
Okay.
One of the episodes that we shot last year for our TV show, right? So we have 6 stories, 6 different victims. We go, we talk to a victim, we learn about the scam, we go, Team Revengers, and we're going to try to find a bad guy. Listen to this fucking story.
Oh, God.
Investment scam. There is a victim out of Canada, Toronto, right? He's like 60 plus. He was like, listen, I've been working all my life, concrete business, my body is falling down. I want to invest money. He went on Facebook and he saw a Facebook ad of investment
coaching.
Investment coaching.
In crypto.
He put what first time? 100,000 or something like 50,000, 100,000?
No, it started way smaller. He's like, first he told me it was like only going to be $300 and it was going to grow and grow and grow and he's going to help me. But then the story over time changes. Eventually he ended up putting $500,000 into this.
Eventually.
He remortgaged his house at like an 18% interest rate.
Oh my God.
So now that he knows it's a scam, he's still paying $5,000 a month just for the interest on the house that he's going to lose the house.
You're missing very important element. Because he's such a good human and happened people who is amazing people.
I was getting there.
He told every single childhood friend
Oh, no.
to do exactly the same.
No.
He was like, guys, this is website.
Because there's a portal you can log into to watch your gains. It's all fake. They're manipulating it on the back end. You don't have any money. But they made him believe he had like 14 million sitting in this account. So he got all his friends to do the same thing, and they all did
all of them refinanced their houses, not telling their spouses. Some of them, like wives, don't even know they're going to be homeless at age 60, 65. 6 or 7 friends, they put their mortgages, they took the houses, they put that money.
Total scam.
Oh, that's another red flag. If anyone ever tells you to use a Bitcoin machine for anything, run for the hills.
Bitcoin has a machine?
Oh, they have ATMs.
Oh, if you would even know.
Oh, yeah. Find a 7-Eleven. You'll find one.
I don't mess with Bitcoin. I don't understand it.
But
from the
I don't
radio,
know
they
nothing
won't necessarily
about Bitcoin.
call it a Bitcoin machine. They'll call it a government ATM or a Federal Reserve ATM.
Who calls it that?
The
Is that what it
scammers.
says? What?
So a Bitcoin ATM is a legit thing. You can go purchase Bitcoin at ATMs. I don't know why. No one does that. I don't know why they exist.
We're going to tell that to Congress in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
But
it's
gonna be another
stupid
one.
that they're even a thing because no one that's actually trading crypto uses an ATM. They use a verified app like Crypto.com or something. But especially the tech support scammers.
You see this red?
Yes.
All this, it's a Bitcoin ATMs
What?
next to you.
Wait, though, but how do you... I thought Bitcoin was like... I'm so confused.
It's an ATM. It's basically you can pay people with
In Bitcoin?
cash that converts to Bitcoin.
Oh, okay.
So you put cash in the ATM. But the scammers will tell you
What?
that's how you're safeguarding your money.
Yeah.
And I mean they're abused, and all the store owners that have Bitcoin ATMs, they don't give a shit. They're just getting a cut of each transaction because it is a legit ATM. You can buy Bitcoin from it, but as soon as you go to it and you have a scammer giving you a wallet address to send that money to, you put the cash in, send it to the wallet address, it's gone.
How can you legally so fast deposit $500,000, $1 million, or $100,000 immediately, right? Without red flags. You go to an nearest gas station or 7-Eleven, there is a fucking Bitcoin ATM, and elderly people like zombies coming with a full cash, with a box of cash, and depositing, thinking that they're moving money to a Federal Reserve Bank.
Why?
And us as a young people, we like...
You can't even say old versus young because that victim in Canada, his son, who was 19 at the time, helped him do it.
Yeah.
He thought it was an investment too. And he was going to the ATM for them. They do like 20 grand at a time over like 6 months. And they lost everything.
There is a gas station that I really love that I always put my gas in Marine Del Rey. And recently I noticed that they put that Bitcoin ATM. So I was like, hey, do you know what I do for a living? And I know the owner, right? So owner is a cool guy, or at least he was a cool guy until that moment. And I said, why did you put this Bitcoin ATM? Do you do like this is my brochure, this is my business card. If you see any people, but specifically elderly people, coming, depositing money, cash, please call me. And he said, why would I do that? I was like, I explained to him that this is how criminals moving money, laundering money internationally from people, from us, from your mom, from my mom. And he said, Art, do you know how much out of everything that I have in store, they pay me the most. $3,000 to $5,000 to have this little shitty Bitcoin ATM machine. They're paying my rent. Why would I get rid of my source of income?
Oh my God.
And I look at him and I said, you lost me as a client. And I fucking turned around and I never been to this gas station anymore.
Oh my God.
Greed.
It's terrible.
And that's how people getting scammed here domestically, here in like North America, in Canada. And he was like, yeah, his son, 19 years old, go religiously to Bitcoin and putting. And scammer.
I would never do that. That's terrible. Because what you're describing makes perfect sense why you would think that would be appropriate.
Yeah. Well, and you're talking about 6 months or more of brainwashing and them, again, always finding what's going to work. And it's not always going to work. That's why they don't care. They play the numbers, but they'll find the people that it will work on in that circumstance. They'll work on you over time, figure out like this guy, Dan, really wanted to leave his kids and his grandkids something. He was getting older. He can't really do concrete work anymore. He wanted a way to invest and give them something. And he was so excited just to give them something. He didn't even want the money for himself. And, you know, they
will allow you, but the other little trick, what they do, right? So they're manipulating. So you can see that your investment from 100K all of a sudden do like at 17 million.
Log into the
right?
app.
They see it. It's
so
live.
Terrible because there's a portal.
Right. So they're controlling this. But another thing is, he was like, I want to see if it's really or not. In the beginning, they will try to withdraw money. He was like, you know what? Maybe it's too good to be true. Let me take like $5,000 out. Scammers will allow you to take $5,000 or $10,000 in his case.
The scammers are making so much money they can afford to then give some of that money back to victims
to make you believe.
To keep you.
Because
he was like, that was the tipping point for me to mortgage the house. He said, I can put in more money and invest if I put a mortgage on the house, but I can't pay the mortgage. And he's like, oh, don't worry, I'll take care of the mortgage for you. So he was sending him like $5,000 a month, which was way more than he was putting in.
Right.
So it's peanuts to the scammer. But it was enough to keep him on the line long enough to drain his entire accounts and get 3 more friends to do it as well.
And that's why when he went to you and said like, hey, friends, you all been working so hard. I found this gold mining. We quitting our jobs. We can spend more time with our grandkids. I found the solution. And they said, have you ever tried to withdraw money? He was like, yeah, I fucking did like last week of $5,000 and now another $10,000 coming. I have so much money. I'm going on a cruise for a year with my kids. And other friends went. Some of them didn't even tell their spouses, refinanced their houses and put everything in this scam.
So Jim Browning hacked the shit out of them, and they're in Serbia. There was a group of Serbians that were in a call center that were preying on a lot of Canadians actually for some reason, but they had
only targeting
hundreds
Canadians.
of victims on spreadsheets showing 7-figure profits every month.
Yeah.
So, and literally on the spreadsheets you could see when they were making the adjustments to the portals to make it look like they were making money. So they're like, oh, okay, on this day, we're going to increase it to make him look like he made this much. So it's all manipulated to look like you're making money.
They never show you skyrocket immediately. They're going to like little spike. Little by little. Look at these. Like you made $200 today. You're like, all right, that makes sense just a little bit. And next week, you're making $2,000 a day. Week after, it's $20,000 a day. You're like, holy shit, I'm rich.
Yeah.
And he said, sell your business. You don't need to work anymore. Sell your business.
Him to sell his business, yeah.
I'm glad he didn't, but he still...
That's awful.
Yeah.
This is what's happening every single day, and nobody
people
talks about it.
suck. People suck.
Some people suck, but you guys don't suck.
Well, neither do you, so thank you.
You guys are amazing.
Well,
thank you for all of this amazing work.
I know it's a little bit of word
Can I ask
vomit
a quick
on you,
question?
What'd you say?
Can I ask a quick question?
Oh, I thought Siri is working to me.
It's Charlie.
That's
it's Charlie.
What we need for Chappie.
I love Charlie.
We're trying to get a because Chappie is involved in so many of our scams, and we need like a speaker I want something like that.
I love
this
it.
is from Charlie's Angels. Where you guys,
That's exactly what
Yeah.
we're
Maybe we'll
referring.
just get one of those. You got to tell me where you got that.
Oh,
I
like
wanna
my
get one of
Siri's
those.
talking to me.
Christian got it. It's actually vintage, and
Okay.
then rebuilt it so that it would work in here.
Oh, that's
Bravo.
Because when we
Love it.
moved here, I was like, in my old studio, the control room was in the same room with me. So I could just talk to them.
That's
and I was
cool.
like, how am I going to talk to you? And then I was like, I need Charlie's Angels box.
We've been
And I did it.
hacked. There's a voice
hacked.
right here.
Okay, Christine, you had a question?
My question was, why do banks let people walk in while they're on the phone with a scammer and withdraw their life savings, knowing that this person is in the midst of being scammed?
Great question. Thank you for that question. You want to start on this? I have a lot to talk about this as well. But yeah,
why do they do it? I don't know. I think the challenge that one might pose is, well, it's my money, it's my freedom, I do whatever the hell I want. But yes, there needs to be some humanity and some judgment applied sometimes where corporations just don't give a shit. And there's a lot of variance in banks. I won't name them, but some banks are more helpful than others. But yeah, the times that we have seen someone actually do something, it's usually like a teller that's taking a risk, right? Like we've actually gotten emails from people that work at major banks and they're like, I cannot tell you my real name, but here is the name and phone number and account number of one of our clients that is being scammed and I'm not allowed to do anything. Yeah. So I'm sending you this anonymously. Please call them and tell them it's a scam.
Oh my God.
So when we've seen someone intervene, it's someone like on the bottom, a teller that is like taking a risk just to help another human. The corporations themselves usually just don't give a shit.
Do you know how many Walgreens, Targets, we went in person, talked to either cashiers or talked to management? We're like, guys, listen, if like I understand there is a lot of human effect, you don't give a shit, you just next. Can you please put a big fucking sign in a gift card section saying, do not pay your taxes with Google Play cards, period. Just stop this. And you go and you ask, you go to veteran houses, you go to places where people housing living, and we're like, can we speak? And they're like, you're not allowed. It's so much bureaucracy.
Why?
They will not. It's just a lot of layers of protection. But then we're gonna
But
get.
who are they protecting?
Same situation with your luggage.
Yeah.
The civil rights of people? So you cannot give someone information so that they can protect themselves? That sounds insane.
It is insane.
Everything is insane. It's just, but to answer that question also, a lot of times people hate their jobs so much. They don't give a shit if you're withdrawing your 401k or your life-saving account.
Well,
you know she's getting scammed. They just...
The other side of that, though, is also built into the scam. So the scammers will, before they have you go get the money, they'll give you a little walkthrough of what's going to happen. They're going to be like, okay, if you tell the bank what you're really withdrawing this money for, they're going to charge you a tax because it's going to be lodged as it's all bullshit, but they'll make the person believe that they're going to be charged money or ridiculed in some way by telling them the truth. So the scammers will tell the person, you have to tell the bank it's a gift or it's
medical emergency,
or it's a medical expense or something. You have to make it. They basically train you to lie, and because they know the bank might give them flack for taking out that much money. And when I'm decoying as an old man and I say, hey, I got your cash, one of the questions they ask me almost every single time is, what did the bank say? I'm like, well, the bank can fuck off. It's my money, right? And I just play the part.
I decided to retire. I'm moving to
But they
West.
train you to lie just like they train you not to tell your family, and that's all part of it. So even if the bank teller does ask, they get an answer. It doesn't matter if the teller believes it or not. They answered the question. What are they supposed to do? Say, no, you can't have your money? It's like,
you can't
it kind of comes to an issue of corporate policy and all the other bullshit, So,
But a sign by the gift cards
yeah,
is a really great idea.
yeah.
It started happening.
And if you see an older person buying like 12 of them, all for $500 each, like, come on, like.
There's a Walgreens next to me where our business is, and I love to talk to people. I'm social butterfly.
No.
I love people.
You?
Yeah.
No.
And I talk to everybody, and I talk to cashiers, and they're like, at least 10, 15 people. Like, used to be 40, 50 per day. Now it's like there is a sign. Now there is a scam baiting community. Now there is an expose element. Yeah, I still have 10 to 15 on the phone, go and get the gift cards, Target, Best Buy, whatever, buying it, and they paying their taxes. And I stopped them and I said, I'm not going to sell you those.
So every time there's a resistance for scammers, they find a way around it. So when gift card and stores stopped selling them in bulk like that, then they'll tell the person, okay, well, you can't go, you have to pay 20 grand, but you can't get 20 grand in gift cards from Target. So I want you to go to Target and you're only going to get 500 and you're going to tell them it's for your nephew. Then you're going to go to this Target and we've literally seen elderly people do 20 stops at the direction of the scammer.
Walgreens, and they will keep up 500 until it's going to get to the amount. And again,
you might think like, why the hell would you do that? You're an idiot. But it's like, you got to remember, they've convinced this person that their family's in danger. And if they don't act and follow instructions and they fully believe this, of course, if this really were a way to help your family, you would do it too.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a game. It's a mental shell game. It's gymnastics.
And they call you at midnight. They call you at noon. They call you, they make you feel that you're special. Good morning. What did you have for breakfast, my baby? Oh, my grandmother, you're so adorable. How was your day? And they talk to you like a normal grandkid will, like, caring, loving, and directing you to where to go, how to withdraw, and all these obstacles like us or teller or, cashiers navigate you to collect all this money and then grab that money and then freaking go to Bitcoin ATM and deposit 100K and money vanished, gone.
So what did they have them do with gift cards? Do they mail them somewhere? What do they do with them?
No, they have you scratch it and read the number to them. And what they do in the call centers is they literally within seconds it'll be wiped. So they have like vendors they can sell them to. We actually had a couple of when we interviewed the Nigerian guys that were actually helping us. They know the culture and they were able to explain it. But yeah, they get the numbers and then they have vendors in Telegram groups or whatever. Well, they'll sell it basically for pennies on the dollar. So, if it's a $500 gift card or whatever, they'll give it to the vendor and they'll get like $150 for it in real cash. And then the vendor will take it and whatever they do is what they do. But once that number is given, it's wiped and you'll never get the money back because it's basically untraceable. You buy a gift card with cash. I mean, the gift card company's not going to track.
Our undercover agent G, like it literally last month, and he showed me on his screen, he was like, hey, if there is a gift card situation, he was like, we have our Chinese mafia, and he showed me there is a group of people assigned for specifically for these.
Yeah, they're vendors.
They just redirect, scratch it. You give the numbers, they withdraw that money, keep it percentage to themselves. The rest go to the other mafia. Next.
Wow.
It's an oil machine that haven't been exposed for decades.
So crazy.
And only now we just start like with a flashlight coming to these. Not closet, basement that's been dark and never been there like for so many years, and you're trying to see like what are these rats are doing.
You're exposing them.
They don't like that.
No. Okay, so Trilogy Media.
Trilogy Media on YouTube. We're on all the socials as Trilogy Media or Trilogy Media Inc. on Facebook and Instagram.
Or if you want to support us, Trilogy Media Plus. It's our own
called
platform.
Trilogy Plus.
Trilogy
One
Media
of these days
Trilogy
you'll learn
Plus,
it.
Yeah.
TrilogyPlus.com. We have apps and it's our streaming platform. Where we have everything uncensored, everything in its raw, extended format, and where we post a lot of documentaries and I'll basically take you along for the ride when we go and bust somebody.
Good things happen.
Good things and bad things. Death threats and all.
Yeah.
Have you ever been scared?
Yeah. I was waiting for this question. We just actually, you want to talk about the death threat?
The threat that we got?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was so in the first DOJ indictment with the $65 million multiple charges, there's one name in particular there that I guess is one of the higher ups, or like we really did some damage to that group. We got an email from a burner email. This was just a couple of months ago that knew everything about the investigation. So they said, I'm emailing you from a burner email. You'll never get a hold of me again, but I'm just letting you know that there was a hit.
I'm a big fan.
Well, he's a fan
At
too.
the beginning, it was like, I love what you guys doing, but
what was the guy's name? Zhe Li Zhu or something. It's a Chinese name. But anyway, he said, because of just so you know, there's been $1 million hit put out on you guys by the Chinese mafia because of the arrest of whatever his name was. And he had a time frame and he had a method. So he's like, so just so you know that the person that was arrested and the person that made the hit has a lot of connections to
chemical engineering.
What do they call it? Like chemical engineering, and they like to put it under door handles and stuff.
So when you open your door,
so he said, just be really careful right now because there's $1 million bounty on Trilogy Media's head.
And those people already travel from China. They're in America, and they just for some reason they cannot find.
They had a hard time finding you in one area or another.
Your address, or whatever your office.
But look out for touching door handles.
Yeah. Very specific how they're going to kill us. Very specific. It's going to be chemicals.
And we get death threats. That's not new. I mean, that happens a lot. This one was a little more alarming because it wasn't a death threat. It was a warning of a death threat. So he knew about someone else doing it. And that's not as common.
That's crazy.
You know?
And when we talk to our federal agents connections, we're like, all right, how can they get this information? Is it open case? Because the case, like,
I mean, it is to a degree, but it's just
the names matched, everything matched. We're like,
when you don't know, you can't assume it's a joke.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, no, of course
you
not.
have to take it seriously.
You ever been scared when you were dressed like an old man and somebody came up and...
Yeah. India was scary. Nigeria was scary. And we've had a couple of cash mule confrontations where guns
knives.
Were pulled.
Nigeria was more scary. How law enforcement can you capture you and ask for money? Like we were more probably.
You guys scared the shit out of me in Nigeria because you stopped responding to me.
Right,
on our
but meeting with police,
time.
with local police.
Oh my God!
It's just like police is mafia, and that's the thing is, you know, we Americans, you know, there is a great ransomware, and when you go apply for visas,
I called the American embassy because I was panicking, and you know what I got? Voicemail.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This video isn't out yet.
Oh yeah.
Because the Nigeria trip was a part of a couple other things we were doing.
We went to Abuja, which is capital of Nigeria, to meet with cybersecurity crime division.
I'm by myself in Lagos in the hotel. I didn't go because we were baiting a scammer trying to get him to show up and we would expose him, but we were about to leave town in a couple days.
Teams.
So they went all there. I stayed in the hotel and we agreed we're going to send a passcode in a group text every hour
minutes.
On the hour. Yeah. And like they sent it at 2:00 and then 3:00 came. They never sent it. 3:30 came, 4:00, 4:30, 4:45. It never came.
I would be freaking out.
I'm calling them all. And then I have their locations tracked. I see they're in different parts of the city and they're not responding to me.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I freaked. I'm like,
what he didn't know when we walked to the cybersecurity crime division is
they took their phones.
They took everything from us.
And they have machine guns.
But you know what I did? I took a little Rode mic
in your pocket.
I put it in my pocket, and then we got to the room with all these bosses, and they said, before they said, I got this suspicious that they might gonna start, you know, tapping us.
Yeah.
So I was like, guys, oh my God, I drink so much coffee, which I do drink a lot of coffee. I was like, I need to use the bathroom immediately. I went to the bathroom, and I had this Rode mic, and I put it right next to my...
You put it up your ass.
Yeah. And I said, only if you're going to do a deep search, you can find that, I'm actually recording everything that you're talking about, you little shit.
We've never admitted that publicly.
No, we didn't.
You hear it here first.
Yes. You make me
heard it here first,
Yeah.
right? Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for coming. We've talked for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Are you shitting me?
No.
2:20?
2:20. It went like that, didn't
Well,
it?
thank you. I'm sorry it went so long.
Why? No, I have no problem.
Thank you for not doing this on Zoom, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for having
I don't
us.
like Zoom. I don't like Zoom.
It's a disaster.
Neither.
I don't like
Yeah,
Zoom.
Same stuff when we do our podcast. When you click and meet people that you like.
2 hours and 20. It feels like I've been sitting here for 30 minutes.
Our
Right?
longest
It went
one
very
was 4.5
fast.
hours.
Yeah, 4.5 hours we did once, and it felt like an hour. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, thank you again.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
So much fun.
Thank you for having us. And it's
Thank you.
And thank you for educating your audience. Like,
Yes.
we barely scratched the surface of a lot of things, but like, just be aware.
I
Be
feel like
careful.
we did barely scratch the surface because I'm still like, is my jaw still on my chest? I feel like I'm just the whole episode blown away by what you guys, first of all, what you guys do, that you bait people and that you're trying very hard to help law enforcement, you know, expose these guys and get them off the streets, for lack of a better word, off the web.
Yeah, away from our grandparents and
Away from-
Changes are coming.
and our vulnerable
I
people.
hope so.
It's like being a stubborn, you know, like you go and you're getting those no's, and especially from law enforcement.
Yeah.
It's like, we know who's a bad guy. We know where the money goes. We know where the scammers are. We know everything. Please just do
They're
arrest.
terrified of working with YouTubers. And I understand that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of YouTubers that are disasters, but to a certain extent, like, I think our track record is starting to prove itself. And like, look, we can do this together. It doesn't have to be in secret. It doesn't have to be like, you can make a change. You just need to be willing to take a little risk and actually care.
All it takes
Yeah.
is one yes. And
Yeah.
it took us 10 years until we got that one yes from one sheriff who cared. And he said, you know what? Everybody has ego. FBI is saying, I am the best.
Yeah.
Federal agent saying, I am the best. Sheriff saying, not I am the best.
And the
Everybody's the best.
Sheriff is retiring at the end of this year too.
Yeah.
So he didn't
nothing
have to do this.
Yep.
But
Right.
Sheriff John Montgomery
Nothing to prove.
of Baxter County, Arkansas. Shout out to you, brother.
And he was like, guys, put all your egos on the side and let's do something about it.
Right.
And this is what beautiful to going to Congress. there is going to be two bulldogs. There are Democrats, there are Republicans. They're going to eat each other, but they can come to agreement. Everybody getting scammed.
Yes.
Your grandmothers. There is no political affiliation.
We don't get involved in any of that shit.
We anti-political.
We do what everyone can agree on, which is scammers suck, and we should do something about it.
I completely agree. Scammers suck, and we should do something about it. Well, thank you for talking to Congress too.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to expect, but we're going to go and we're going to make the best of it. So
I hope it goes really well.
We'll send you a text message.
Yes.
Please keep me informed.
We're going to update you. We're going to tell you what.
We'll come back and tell you how it went. Yeah.
Please, I would love that. Come back. We'll talk
likewise,
again.
We'd love that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.